Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome to launch day here on NHL 25. As our first challenge in franchise mode for the new game will be a cup or bust with the Toronto Maple Leafs. One season, one goal, Stanley Cup champions, or it's a bust. We're going to go through it as if it's a real franchise mode series. We're going to hold to realism, make some big trades, go all in as much as realism can hang on to with no trade clauses, no movement clauses, and all that, and try to win the Stanley Cup for the Maple Leafs in a one and done kind of franchise mode series. As yes, we've been talking about our next franchise mode series, which is likely going to be with the New York Islanders, but the Toronto Maple Leafs are still out there. They are second, I believe, in the voting. But if it doesn't go their way, then this is a little bit of a consolation, even though we won't be able to get them a franchise mode just yet. So if you're watching after we've already gone live, you can hop ahead to the 5-minute mark, and that's when we'll get started. But until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in for launch day here on NHL 25, Cup or Bust franchise mode with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Landon, Gen Z, Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. It's too bad I haven't been able to do more live streams recently. I've been waiting on the EA rosters to come out. I'm looking forward to whenever that day comes in the next, hopefully, very next few days. Max the next week. I don't know what it's going to be. But we'll have our next franchise mode get started. And there'll be a lot of new content coming your way once the rosters can be made. And then I can, make my tweaks from there. Mila, Jeremy, welcome to the stream. Happy launch day, everyone. NHL 25. Let's go ahead and get this franchise mode started. For all these little things here, taking over the Toronto Maple Leafs. I believe this is the first time in channel history that I ever take over the Leafs for anything. So there's that. I'll just leave this here for a second. If you want to look at any team overalls, you can feel free to do so, as I just take care of a few of the YouTube things on my end. I know, I'm excited, Landon. I'm glad you are as well. 782, that's it. Toronto Maple Leafs Cup or Bust, NHL 25, here on launch day. I know, not my first choice for fandom, but we'll do our best. We go and we give our best to whatever franchise calls our name. Even as a Canadiens fan, I'm happy to do a Maple Leafs challenge here. Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs. A few things on my YouTube side of things. We'll be ready in just a moment. That's why I say wait until that 5-minute mark. That's when everything will really get going. Here we go. Hope everyone had a lovely start to their October. Here on October the 4th. And a nice week here on a Friday night. Which language is harder to learn, English or French? That's tough, because I didn't learn English coming from someone who didn't have it as their first language. English is a very tough language. French is difficult in terms of more the verb tenses and stuff like that. I would say English is probably harder, but I can't speak from experience because I'm a native English speaker who learned French. Let's see. Leafs. Franchise mode. Good. NHL 25 here on launch day. I had the early access. I did the franchise mode overview, the roster overview, and all that. I'll do another roster overview once the next EA rosters come out. But for now, we're here. Okay, I think I'm just about done my things. Discord bot went. Twitter, there you go. I think we're just about ready. No, I won't be bullying the Leafs too much. No. Toronto Maple Leafs Cup or Bust, NHL 25. Let's start getting the mode started. So when the 5-minute mark hits, we are really ready to go. Owner mode off, fantasy draft off, salary cap on, CPU trades on, player morale off, fog of war off, head coach edit lines off, auto off. I didn't fully fix the rosters. These are still the default rosters, but I did make some changes, like transferring out Carter Hart and, of course, Johnny Gaudreau. I made a few changes, like Pacioretty to the Leafs in free agency, JVR to the Blue Jackets in free agency. Quinn, welcome to the stream. But aside from that, the franchise mode itself will function with our normal rules. So injuries are on. Maybe that does something. Difficulty is superstar. Salary cap on. Draft pick ownership is authentic. Trade difficulty is set to hard. I think that's about it for this. Auto scouting, that's the only thing we're not going to do at all, since we have no care for the scouting. Advanced settings. Only want when they're fully healed. Medium scoring, because we've seen some, I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen some crazy results with high scoring in NHL 25. We're talking like 100+ goal seasons. Just one season, one and done. Toronto Maple Leafs Cup or Bust. Head coach firing pop-up, don't care. Trade option, okay, yes. Waiver, yes. Retired jerseys on. Very good. And sliders, I usually like to touch the attribute effects. We'll put him up to 8 on 10, and we'll bring the injuries down to 20, let's say, on 100. And that's still probably too much, but we'll put it at 20. All right. Lovely. And we'll get started. Actually, we just passed 5-minute mark. Perfect. So here we are. Seems like I've missed NHL news today. Yeah, Askarov sent down. Keller named Utah captain. Absolutely. They do have season mode. Yeah, they still do. Just that it wouldn't be as franchise mode-y, right? With the no trade clauses and the stuff that we want to do here. So yeah, no, not a new live stream series. No, it's just going to be a one and done. The live stream series will be something different whenever the rosters are fixed. So the Islanders most likely will be our franchise mode episode series, whatever you want to call that. And then our live stream series will be something else. This is just a one and done stream to celebrate launch day of NHL 25. This one and done. Yeah, it'll definitely be realistic. Well, we're gonna hold to realism, but it won't be beyond 1 year. Throw out a random hockey player, Brian Smolinski. There you go. Okay, so here we are at the franchise mode hub here in the beginning of franchise mode. If we want to start looking at what we can do before we have to move forward and talk to the coach conversations and all that. So how does the lineup look for the Maple Leafs unedited, just with the default rosters with Max Pacioretty being added to it? Let's see. So Nylander at a 91, Matthews at a 95, Marner at a 91, Kampf 82, Tavares 87, Domi 85, Nyes 84. I like that his pictures here now. Yarncrow 82, Holmberg 80, Reeves 76, McMahon 78, and of course Max Pacioretty, who just got added at an 82 overall. Defense, Riley 88, Tanev 84, Liljegren 84, Ekman Larsson 84, McCabe 83, and Timmins 80. With the goaltending being Wall at an 83, backed up by Stolars at an 82. Healthy scratches, Hakanpää at an 81, Hakanpää, and Simon Benoit, Ali mon ami, at a 79. In the AHL system, who do we have to deal with here? Of course, I'm sure... Actually, where's... Actually, he needs a contract, maybe? Nick Robertson needs a contract? Alex Nylander is an 80 overall, really. On defense there. Oh, and here he is, Cédric. Salut, Cédric! Cédric, the most hated man in the province of Quebec right now, absolutely. There you go. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to do first and foremost? It would probably be signing Nick Robertson to a contract. We're taking over the team a few weeks ago in the past, if we're thinking of it like that. He's been in the NHL for $1 million. Really? Jake McCabe? Maybe think about Brian McCabe. He signed 1 year at $775K. Was that it? Let's see. So if we have current RFAs, yeah, Nick Robertson. Can we sign him at 1 year at $775? Asking price is $950. We only have $0.145 million cap space, so that's going to be an issue here. So already, maybe we should. Yeah, maybe the first thing we have to do first and foremost would actually be a trade. So taking over this Leafs team, we know that they'll simulate well for the most part, at least regular season wise, in franchise mode. But we want to take them over and make some changes to say, hey, we're being brought in for a reason right here. And GM Data wants to win this cup right here, right now. Not to trade off all of our prospects and all of our picks and everything. We have major trade value with Liljegren, who's not looking so great in the real world. Yes, Palm. With Mitch Marner, who's an expiring UFA. What would he be looking for? I'm just curious what Marner would want in-game. In-game, he wants 9.575 for 7 years. Huh, okay. John Tavares, of course, also an expiring UFA, but he has the full no movement clause. But so does Mitch Marner. So we have to ask him to waive it. Is that a full? Yeah, it's a full no move clause. So we have to. It's not even a guarantee that we would trade Mitch Marner, but we would talk to him about waiving it. What's FSC? Where do you see FSC? Yeah, that would be a steal for him right now. John Tavares, Matthew Nyes. So if I look at main roster, if we sort by the salary cap here. Matthews, of course, making his big money. But if you want to move out, Mitch Marner is 10.9. Beside the clauses. If I look over, was it over here? Sorry, I'm just totally. You gotta guide me here. I'm totally blind for what you're asking. FS in the column header. Oh, it's right here. Future season clause. Thank you. My bad. Does he have a clause? So this, like, it could be an extension where the clause doesn't kick in or kicks in a different way in a different season. So future clause, yeah. So Willie Nee, for example, when does his clause kick in according to this? Does it tell me? Okay, so no movement clause. Actually, maybe after this season? No. Why does it say future though? Okay, it's not future. It's just if they have it or if it's future, it'll say yes. Okay, now I got it. My apologies. Because it could say nothing in this column, but then there's one in a future year. That's what it means. Canucks Nate, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody for NHL 25 launch day. Lots of content coming your way with franchise mode. I'm not sure about career sims with how slow the menus are, but definitely on franchise mode coming your way. Goaltender as well and Stolarz. Stolarz at 2.5 would be a little bit tough as well. Yeah, Tavares, he would probably be movable. Well, it depends on his desire to move as well, but it's going to be tough to... I don't know, if I'm thinking from a Maple Leafs point of view, it probably makes more sense to move out Marner and get back major value and sign Tavares for a cheaper hometown deal to be second, third line center of the future, right? Are you in the chat? What do you? Which chat were you in? That being said, I want to start off by talking with Mitch Marner and speaking to him about the possibility of waiving his no trade clause. Robertson's an 82 overall. That's the first thing we're going to talk to him about. So Mitch Marner. Can I talk to him about that from this screen? Clause option. All right, so hello, GM Data. We have a fresh season ahead. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. What's on your mind? Let's chat about the clause in your contract. Let's see what Mitch Marner has to say. In worst case, maybe we do go to Tavares. We'll start with him. So is there another team you want to be traded to? Right now, there's nobody that he wants to be traded to at all. Could you provide us with 2 more teams? So basically just 2 teams. 3 more teams waive the no-trade clause entirely. In the Discord, in my Discord, you're saying, Canucks Nate? So, can we ask Marner to waive it fully, and then if not, we can try it again with 2 teams or 3 teams? Yeah, realistically, as Walter says, I doubt the Leafs would ever trade Tavares. They won't re-sign, but it'd be a real bad look to trade him. I agree. So let's start with the easiest one, I guess. Is there another team you'd be willing to be traded to? It's going to be risky, but each one is as risky as the other. It's not like one is riskier. They're all very... Oh, actually, okay. Very risky for 3 teams or more, I see. But just risky for 1 or 2 teams. So if it's the same risk for 1 or 2, I'll ask it with 2. Mitch Marner, are there 2 teams that we could trade you to, Mitch? What do you got to say here? This is a shocker. I'm happy here, and I'm not open to trade discussions. I don't know what RY chat is. Okay, sorry for bringing this up. Great. End conversation. So, that's not ideal. -10 for his morale, even though there isn't really any morale. Can I speak to him again and just keep going until it works? Is that going to be how broken it is? No, you can't talk to him again about it. I wonder when you can. It's realistic. At least that's realistic. So, let's go and talk to John Tavares, I suppose. Oh, he's a YouTuber? All right. Hey, James, welcome to the stream. So if I go and talk to Tavares now, but I don't know, would we move him really? Maybe it's Liljegren who gets moved out for the money. Tough. Okay, let's go to trade, propose trade, and see what kind of money / clauses could we move out if we need money to sign Nick Robertson. So if I have, sorting by salary, Tavares can't really move. Tanev just signed. Ekman Larson at 3.5. Liljegren's at 3. And Ekman Larson's at 3.5. Lefty, righty. Kampf has a modified no-trade clause. So does Yarncrow, 2.1, 2.4. We could probably move out Yarncrow. I could see Yarncrow being moved out in a deal because having him leave would add a spot in the bottom 6. Yeah, Reeves can go too. Oops, Bobby McMahon. Actually, yeah, how much money is Reeves making? I wouldn't just want to trade Reeves on his own because it would be a bit... no team really wants that. 1.3... Yeah, that's like negative value. 2 more years at 1.35. So let's add Yarncrow to the mix here. Yeah, James has some great thoughts on the Islanders. Can't wait to get started on that. So he has a 22-team trade list. So most teams can acquire Calle Yarncrow, which is fine. So if we take Yarncrow and Reeves, that would leave a bottom 6 spot or even a middle 6 spot for Nick Robertson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at center. Pacioretty on the left, Robertson on the right, Holmberg, Dewar, McMahon on the 4th line. Yeah, that works. Who are talking about buying him out? Buying who out? Ryan Reeves? We could think about that too, probably. Eh? So Yarncrow and Reeves. And what do we want back? If we're looking at defense here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's with Timmins and Hakanpää. Hakanpää or Hakanpää? Which one is it? On the 3rd pair. So do we want to? So Morgan Riley and Chris Tanev can stay as the top pair. But what if we could move Chris Tanev to the second pair? Draft picks take on bad value contracts. I don't believe so. When we did the deep dive on that first day, I don't think it was very successful. What if we add Liljegren to a deal? Move Hakanpää or Hakanpää? I got you. Thank you, Palm. So what if Liljegren moves out? Tanev plays second pair. We get a new first pair right D. Who's a first pair right D we get for Liljegren, Reeves, Yarncrow, and a pick of some sort? Okay, so if we say Yarncrow, Reeves, and Liljegren are out, who can we acquire if we go into the player search? Someone who's like 85, 86 overall plus for the right D. Rasmus Anderson's an interesting one. Yeah, that's true. Let's keep him in mind. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see who's on the block / Actually, probably the player search is the better way to find it, because I doubt there's high-end defensemen on the block to start. It definitely would be possible, but we're already here. So if I say right-handed D, hey Darcy, welcome to the stream. All is well to start, my friend. Happy launch day, NHL 25. Okay, let's say minimum 85 overall, just to start. Right-handed defenseman, 31. Okay, and also guys who aren't 92 overall plus, right? He is young and cheap for a top 4D, but in the real world, people seem to be ready to move off of Liljegren. There's a lot of anger in Leaf world, and we can move. This is a cup or bust. I'm not like I'm mortgaging the future, but I don't care too much about the future, right? I'm not going to trade all the young players, but if Chris Tanev can stay a second pair right D for a few years, and we get a new first pair right D for a few years, Liljegren would become a bit expendable. Could be a trade at the deadline too, but I do want to do something to start here. So Rasmus Andersson is a question for sure. 2 years left on a modified no trade. Is he interested in coming to Toronto? Tradable teams, yes. Data, thank you for doing the Leafs. Would still love a full GM mode down the road, but this will suffice until then. Thank you, Mighty Joe. I'm glad I could be able to still provide. Okay, so we sort by overall. Evan Bouchard's not moving. Noah Dobson's not moving. John Carlson's not moving. Petrangelo's not moving. Carlson, Sider. Hold on, let's go down to 89. 88, sorry. Did you ever check out College Football 25? I feel like you would have enjoyed the Dynasty mode. I've seen people do it, especially in the Discord server. I've enjoyed watching it. Just I know nothing about college football. And Madden would be a stretch, but college football, I know absolutely nothing. Hey, Data Dom. Hey, love you, brother, mais je dormis dans ma bouche un petit peu. Oui, je comprends. C'est juste pour une saison. Juste une saison. Entry towards someone who contributes to the channel without... Hey, thank you for that. Let me see here. Let me open it up. Sorry, Mr. T. I wasn't able to see it just yet. I wasn't looking at it. Hey, thank you very kindly. Mr. T, after little PayPal fees and whatnot, with the 31 donation, thank you very kindly. So that's going to go ahead and be added to the player raffles, but Mr. T is donating them towards someone who contributes to the channel and doesn't donate. So if I go into the raffles, because what we do here on the channel is every donation gets you entries into a raffle to have a created player in a franchise mode. So Mr. T, that I believe is 5 entries, if I'm not mistaken, but doubled on PayPal. So that's 10 entries. And we're going to go ahead and give it to someone who contributes to the channel but doesn't necessarily donate. And let me see in my little list here. Let's look at the Discord server, perhaps. Maybe I should do this later because it might take a bit too much of my time. You know what? Let's give it to Jiggles. Jiggles is a huge contributor in the Discord server. Our fantasy football commissioner and all that. Let's throw it. Palm has donated before, so he already has some entries. I want to give some to Jiggles. He has no entries. So Jiggles is going to get 10 entries right there to our next player raffle. Thank you, Mr. Chet. It's very kind of you to say to me and to donate to Jiggles as well. Much love to everyone. Love to spread the love in our lovely community. Okay, so back to what we're looking at here. So Brett Pesce just signed in New Jersey, not going to happen. Sider, not going to happen. Carlson, Doughty, Hamilton, not going to happen. Rasmus Andersson could be an idea from the Calgary Flames. Faber, not going to happen. Montour just signed. Yeah, Savard's... I'm thinking about more of a top pair guy, though. I'm thinking more of a top pair guy. That's the thing. Hronik, no. Ekblad could be an idea. Cam Fowler in the Pacific and Adam Larson on Seattle as well. Larson and Fowler could be interesting. Brad just got a PS5. Look at you. So if I look at years left, so Ekblad's on an expiring deal as well. Buddy's on a Stanley Cup winning team. What does this modified no trade clause say? His modified no trade clause says he could go to the Maple Leafs. So Ekblad, Fowler, Larson, Anderson, not Uyghur, not Letang, not Spurgeon, not Jones, not Carlo, probably not from the Bruins, Burns, Dursey, Parayko. Tough. So I think it comes down to those names. And Dom with the $6.99, spread the love, pay it forward. Thank you, my friend. Dom with another $6.99. That's 2 more entries for him into the raffle. Our next raffle will be happening in like 2 weeks max, because it's getting to a point now where I gotta run it. I'm gonna make sure the people who donated get what they deserve. I don't want to let it sit forever. Dom, that's 2 more entries for you. Merci, mec. And let me just put that right there. Bang. But Calgary doesn't deal with the Leafs since Toronto. Oh, that's true. Calgary doesn't want to deal with Toronto since Treliving, whatever you want to pronounce it, left. Huh. So let's start by looking at an idea of Pion could be a sneaky ad too, yeah. That's his 20th super chat on streams. I love it. Let's start thinking about maybe Cam Fowler, because he's been a guy who's been rumored to be on the outs in Anaheim. He's wanting to move. But he's a left side, right? Spurgeon, I doubt he would move as captain. So if I look at defense, Cam Fowler's on the... He's a left-right. 85 overall left-right. That could be interesting. And not a lot of trade value either. 26 watching, only 10 likes. Thank you, Caleb. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Tradable... Oh, so we're not a tradable team for Cam Fowler. So we cannot acquire Cam Fowler. So Cam Fowler off the list, even though that would make a lot of sense. This is where the issues with this comes in, because in the real world, I bet Cam Fowler would want to do that. Adam Larson, is he open to a trade with the Toronto Maple Leafs? 22-team trade list, he is. Is this an official franchise? Whoa, and here come the donations as well. Here comes some more. 5 from Brad. Can you set the minimum amount of games each goalie plays with coach convos and goals? Not as far as I know, Brad, unfortunately. Not as far as I know. Thank you for the donation. Voici quelques mots français à lire. Merci beaucoup, Walter. There you go. So Walter and Brad with the 5 each, adding an entry for themselves. 1 apiece into the next raffle. So Walter, 1 more for you. And Brad, I believe that's your first. If you're in our Discord server, let me know. If you've donated, you get a special role in the Discord server for that. Much love, everybody. Thank you for that. As always, the best place is the PayPal, because I think I get 97% versus like 66%. But anything that you give to the channel, the majority does come to me, and it's very much appreciated. Whether it be for the channel purchases right now or for house, wedding, all that coming my way in 2025, it very much does go a long way. Happy to answer your question. So Larson could be acquired by us, and it wouldn't take a lot of trade value. Would he play top pair at 84 overall over Chris Tanev? It's a possibility. No, Google Translate served you well. Thank you. If I missed any of your messages, just put them again in the chat. I'm always trying to follow it as well as possible. So Rasmus Anderson would also be a stretch. How about Ekblad? If we go to Florida, what can we try and do from Florida? Usually, I bought them as downloads for a little while. The last game I bought on disc, on the PlayStation, like NHL 19, I think. NHL 19 was the last game I bought on disc, I think. So Ekblad on defense here. So they would get Liljegren, which is nice. They have Boqvist, they have Schmidt. It would definitely leave a big hole, but if they think they're going to be going to free agency, 20-team trade list including that, what's their defensive pair fit? Are you talking about Ekblad? So Ekblad would be top pair, which is juicy. Yeah, we tried to ask Marner to move his moving clause, and he was not interested in that. So if I give you Liljegren, and I dump Reeves, I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you, sorry. Where's Yarncrow? Yarncrow. Is there PS5? Yes, I do have the disc option on my PS5. I believe Mark got me that one, right? I believe so. So Liljegren, Yarncrow. I'll throw in Reeves so we have some money cleared out. Revo. Okay. And now I'm still over the salary cap, and then I have too many skaters. Tough. And then getting them to retain salary would not be easy either. I have to send out big money. Big-ish money. Like Bobby McMahon, that's not even enough, though. I trade them back Stolars, that wouldn't make sense. Matt Murray, at least he's down with that. The money might not work for Aaron Ekblad. Yeah, he's definitely... I would only be adding him because of the money, but it would be a negative asset for sure. But I don't think we can go after Ekblad because of the money, sadly. We tried to move Marner, he didn't want to. That's the thing. If he has that no-move clause, he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. I know, it's cup or bust for the Leafs. This team is starving for something. GM Data's got to try and bring it there. Be broke, no problem. It's all free. Enjoy. Anything you can give is so much appreciated. But of the 1,000+ videos, how many have been donated on? Just a small part of, and a lot of them, but a small part of the 1,000+, and that is perfectly fine by me. So Ekblad might not be able to happen. So can we try and make it worth Calgary's time? And then here comes Michael with a 10 as well. Just a thank you for all the franchise mode entertainment and tutorials. Please give any entries I earned from someone else deserving. Thank you, Michael. So very kind. Again, a big outpouring of love, everyone. Thank you for this. Wow. Great start to HL 25 here on launch day. So, Michael, that would be 2 entries since it's through YouTube. And that's going to go to... Let me see. I'm going to give those to Pat. Let's give those to Pat. Big contributor in the Discord as well. Huge stream, yeah, huge. I hope that he does continue to impress. Is it Sipakov? I gotta work on the pronunciation as well. Dom, I've been married for 12 years. I'm just looking for you and what's coming. Yeah, there's a lot of fun things to come. Hey, no, never be sorry that you can't donate. Never be sorry that you can't donate. Thank you for the kind words, but never be sorry. No problem at all. Thank you for donating your time and being involved in the series. And here on the channel, being a member of the channel. So if I want Rasmus Andersson, am I excited about NHL 25? It seems yes. I'm excited for that franchise mode to get started. So here's Liljegren. Here's Yarncrow. Here's Reeves, which is... and I don't need to add it. Then I have too many skaters. Money would be tight. Okay, I will add Reeves. But then I gotta add like a first-round pick to make it worth their time. Calgary needs to send me back a couple players. With low trade value. Okay, Furk and Kumantzis. Give him my most recent donation for the ref. Hey, that's very kind of you, Walter. That's very kind of you. Leafs fan, Walter has donated his most recent donation. So I'll take that. Walter. Now, there you go. And... Leafs fan, there you go. Look at the love. Look at the love. Camp has more value than Yarncrow. He does, but I wanted to keep him a bit more than Yarncrow. Unless we have to make it worthwhile for Calgary, you know? Hey Data, Unyielding Demon. Hey Data, I know you're a franchise guy first, but have you seen 2BC's custom Be a Pro roster? It's pretty hilarious. I have not, aside from little pieces of it. I saw like a YouTube short of it that he had put out, but I didn't take a look at the entire thing. It looks like a blast, though. I love it. They have the same value. Kampf makes more, and he's younger, so maybe Calgary wants him. So, okay, let's throw Kampf in there instead. Yeah, I would value Kampf over Yarncrow, but we got to make it worthwhile for the Flames. So if we say Liljegren, Reeves, and Kampf for Rasmus Andersson, essentially, and now I got to add value a little bit more. So what kind of picks do the Maple Leafs have? No first. I'd have to throw in Florida second. And that still wouldn't quite be enough, I don't think. So I think we'd be dipping into firsts right away, as an all-in kind of team does. I think this would be it. So we get to dump Ryan Reeves. I give you Kampf. I give you Liljegren, who's a good young defenseman. He's 25, 84 overall. I pick up Rasmus Andersson, who's an 88. 2 years at 4.55. My one gripe with 2BC's custom rosters at YouTuber Data72 isn't in there, but if Zod's going to pick fights with them all, maybe it's for the best. Maybe it is, eh? Hockey Pros, welcome to the stream. Yeah, always got a goalie with the first name starts with a J. Back to board game night with the wife. Enjoy your night, Data, and I'll try to be there Wednesday. Thank you, I'm not sure if I'll be live Wednesday or not. It'll depend on the EA rosters when theirs are coming out. But I appreciate the kind words, Dom. What game are you playing as well? I wonder what's the board game of the night. So I think we're going to send this. Do we have the green light for this one, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, we're sending another first-round pick. The other game in the game ain't much worse than Anderson. I would try to see if you can get it done without the first. I agree. Trade value wise, it wouldn't be necessary to put the first. I'm thinking real world wise. Liljegren's been struggling. Reeves is negative value. Kampf is a solid player, but Liljegren's been struggling, yes, but he's still a good young defenseman. And you got a first round pick for a guy who you're likely losing to free agency in a couple of years. So if it was just trade value wise, I wouldn't add the first, but I think realism wise, I think you got to add that. First makes it more reasonable. Yeah. If anything, I say add more. Maybe there's a young-ish player we can add here to really say we didn't do them wrong. I wouldn't throw in Knies. I wouldn't throw in Fraser Minton. What, he's only a medium top 9? What? Easton Cowan and Fraser Minton are both only medium top 9. That's crazy. Okay, what if we just throw in Holinka? We'll check Phil Kessel in a second. 5th round pick, Miroslav Holinka. Let's throw him in as a prospect. The game says he's low bottom 6, but the real world says he's a recent draft pick. Maybe has a little bit of value. Maybe it pushes the needle for Calgary. And we could take back. This is a good move to use the first for especially if you re-sign Rasmus. Yeah. And then what kind of depth could I get from Calgary? Calgary. Are these EA rosters? Yeah, these are EA rosters. Don't worry. When they get fixed, we'll do our own tweaks. Would love some college football on the channel. AGMs would be here to teach you. Like I know. Thank you, Mystery. I appreciate that. It also comes down to just a bit of the time that I have. But I'm very much thankful for those free agents who are out there. And those free agents, those AGMs who are out there to help. Someone said get some depth. Yeah, Cheating Hill can get a depth player or goalie back. So if we look at forwards, sort by overall, and look at who has the lowest value. Can I get a Ryan Lomberg out of this? Ooh, $2 million? No. But Drew Hunt we could look at getting. Oh, yes, absolutely. Cole Eiserman will be added. Yes. So, Dryden Hunt. So, Dryden Hunt. I take out Kumonsins, whatever his name was. He just loves having their league filled with gray ghosts. Yeah, all the gray ghosts. Yes, sir. So, Hunt, who they want to move, will come our way. And he can be a little bit of depth for the roster. So, do we have a green light on this, or should we add more depth that we get back? Are we okay with this? Whoa, and I'm sorry, I just paused to see a couple more emails come in here. Whoa, here comes a couple more. This is from Manolo. Well, and then Darcy. Wow, the donations are flying in. My goodness. Darcy with the 20 here on YouTube. I'm not always the most active in the comments or Discord, but I've been watching for the past 2 or 3 years, and I just want to say thanks for all the great content and entertainment. All the best to you coming in 2025, man. Darcy, you're nothing like Darcy Kemper, buddy. So much love. Thank you for a very generous donation and a very kind comment. Thanks for being here in the channel. I've appreciated having you in the last few live streams as well. We love having you in here. As much as you can be, we'd love to have you. And if you're just watching, then just enjoy the content as it comes, my friend. Appreciate you. That 20 goes a long way. Manolo with the 30 as well through Discord. Sorry, through PayPal. Yeah, we're going to be flying people out to the wedding soon enough. So Manolo, let me know who that is, and I'll get the donations to Manolo put accordingly. And then again, another one came in from Mighty Joe saying, thank you for finally doing the Leafs. I'm so happy I had to say it twice. We will stop the splitting as we have been, as I have a new... Oh, okay, the donations. I have a new target to involve. I will send you a Discord message as to who that goes to. Ooh, look at that. Much love. Go Leafs, go. Thank you, Mighty Joe. So a little bit of a stream there between the PayPals and the YouTubes. Thank you, everyone. When's the wedding? Yours is in 3 weeks, Walter. Congrats. Mine is July 2025. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So, Manolo, sorry, if I missed you in the chat, let me know who you are so I can get the donations going to you accordingly. Darcy, I'll add yours right now. So those are 4 entries for Darcy. Sorry, everyone, for the delay here, but that's just how it goes on live streams sometimes. So Darcy gets 4 entries. Mighty Joe, I'm going to put a question mark because you're going to tell me what's happening with that one. And then I'll add Manolo with... That's 10 entries. Whew. It's worth it to go through PayPal when it gets doubled. Perfect. Thank you, Mighty Joe. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Wow. Okay. Whew. Let's get back to it. So we will have the green light on this one. Let's send this trade offer to the Flames and see if they like it. No, thank you. I don't think I should, Mark. The furniture's already done. It's going to be stuff more for my house. All right, let's propose this trade finally. Rejected. Okay, so woefully insufficient. You don't want Holinka. You want more of a guarantee as like a third or a second or something like that. Okay, I can understand that. Let's try sending you a third. Actually, let's start with a fifth. We'll move up from there. Let's start with a 5th round pick. Great. Now let's move up to a 3rd round pick. Yeah, sad to see Comp go for sure. 3rd round pick, still rejected. And Walter with the 10! Thanks for the well wishes, Data. Put it in the honeymoon fund. Will do. Lieutenant Desora's gonna love this. And it goes a long way with all of our purchases. I don't know, people have been talking about buying a couple of games on Steam, Backyard Baseball, Hockey League Manager. It goes a long way. I say it a lot, but it's truth. It's the truth. So 2 more entries for Walter there. Thank you. Let me make sure I'm always up to... Yeah, all the sidetracking from the trade, and the first response is, nah, woefully insufficient. Come on, what a disgrace. Disgusting. All we need is King Turby to get in on the action here. So I guess we're sending the second. I guess this is our all-in trade, and we're going in on the 2nd round pick. Calgary, still rejected. So I guess, could it be Reeves that's killing us? Let's just try without Reeves, okay? Value still needs to be added to it. So let's try a different player aside from Reeves. Now that Reeves is out, let's take out Furk, actually, as well. What do you say now? Still rejected. Sheesh. What other rookie skaters can we add here? Abruzzese, Matnin. They want Nimila, whatever his name is. Kokonen's a solid guy as well. Well, then hold on, I have to add that guy back. Furk has to be added back. We're gonna make this happen. A splash, a difference, some sort of change has to happen. Still rejected. Whew! I thought this would have been a good deal for the Flames. So Kokonen comes out. I guess more picks. I don't know what to do. Sorry. And now Furk can come back out with a 3rd. Value too far off. Now it's just getting unrealistic, but... A 1st, 2 seconds, Liljegren and Comp for Anderson and Hunt. Can I take back something here if I'm giving you that much? No, that's too much back. Turn to 5th. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the messages aren't popping up anymore. Happy for Data tonight. All the love in the channel. You're blessed. Yes, I am, Mr. G. I am blessed. Thank you. Data Backyard Baseball will be unreal. I cannot. I really want to get it done. I want to do Backyard Baseball, but it's tough because I have a Mac and I think it's only on Windows, so I have to get some sort of emulator or whatever it is. If they just don't want to trade him, then we got to move on. I really thought that he would be this guy. Yeah, I'll be flying out to the wedding instead. Pareko, maybe? This does feel like a huge overpay. I don't know. Isn't sufficient at all. Isn't sufficient at all. Last try is too far off. I think we're going to have to scrap it, guys. We spent a lot of time on this, and I'm sorry, but we got to scrap it. Liljegren, Comp, a 1st in 2 seconds. Nah, we can't. Back to the drawing board. So who's up next on our list? Maybe Colton Pareko from St. Louis, perhaps, we had said. Yeah, didn't Pionk do really well? No, I don't think in one of our franchise modes. Not that I recall. Oops. So, Winnipeg, Neil Pionk. Morrissey and the Penguins series, exactly. Neil Pionk would be tradable to the Maple Leafs. Yeah, 6-team, no trade. So there you go. Thomas Chabot, I doubt he'll be able to work with the Senators. That's the problem if we're looking at the realism-wise. Would the Jets be open to this? I wonder. Yeah, I had him be 2 out of realism. He just got named captain. I'm looking for a top 4 right-handed D, exactly. So Neil Pionk, expiring contract on that right side. Here's Liljegren. Yeah, Chabot is a lefty as well anyways. Simon Benoit making 1.35. It's a bit expensive. But if I do that... I know. We have to one that a team wants to actually give up would have to be what happens. And Kampf, Liljegren and Kampf. T.J. Brody on Chicago. He just left here. And then do we dump Reeves? That would be approved, league approved. That would give us 1.02 million to sign Nick Robertson. He would sign that. So it's a bit of an overpay, but it dumps Ryan Reeves. John Marino in Utah? And then it discards it because the players have their trade clauses. John Marino, right D, modified no trade. Didn't he just get to Utah? He's tradable to us. Maybe we should just take a quick look at every team in the league. I didn't think we would. Shea Theodore on the trade block. Oh, hold on a second. Shea Theodore on the trade block. We didn't see this. Tradable to... Is he tradable to us? Yes, he is. Yeah, not worth it for Pionk, maybe for only a 1 overall upgrade. Why are we trying to help the Maple Leafs? Just for a 1-year cup or bust. They called us in, they paid me enough money. GM Data's contract was enough to say, okay, 1 season. So if Pionk isn't enough of an upgrade, Shea Theodore is definitely would be a huge upgrade. He would probably be a 1-season type of thing. He's on the trade block, so let's keep Shea Theodore in mind. We're going to forget realism from the real world and go from realism through franchise mode, see who's on the trade block instead of just who's available in the real world. It's, yeah, quite the impossible challenge. Good evening, Data. Collecting for the honeymoon fund. I say yes, very much so. Big plans? I'm not sure yet. There's a few plans in the works for sure. Definitely. It's not like it's just floating around there. A few plans are in the works, but we should probably book something by, like, you know, this winter. Since they want to move him, I think he's our guy. Yeah, hitting me on the trade block goes a long way. They say another offensive puck moving deal on that roster. Yeah, Spurgeon's also on the block, but as a 34-year-old, not as sure. Sign on for 3 more years. Harley, I'm hoping will sign in Dallas. Appreciate it, Bobby. Spurgeon would have to be like a backup option for me. I know, he is a lefty, but he plays lefty-righty, which is ideal. That you can put him on the right side at least. The game won't penalize you. San Jose, Seattle. Yeah, not much on the blocks out here. Alright, so Shea Theodore it is, it looks like. Alright, let's go after Shea Theodore. More trade value, which is going to be tough, but they want to move him. No, we won't touch the Canadians. So, Liljegren comes your way. We'll give you Kampf. Oh, hold on. Is he not? Oh, because he has a modified. He's not. We can't trade Kampf to Vegas. We can't trade Kampf to Vegas unless we were to persuade him. Could Yarncrow go? Even Yarncrow. Okay, so let's have a conversation with Kampf and see if we can convince him to go to Vegas. Hey, big boy. Hey, you want to talk about my no trade clause? Yes, sir. We'd like you to waive your clause so we can trade you. I can't believe you're considering this. You have my trade list, but I see us winning here. Bye-bye. All right, on to Yarncrow. Sorry to bother you, David. On to Yarncrow. Can I convince you? Very risky, so I guess it's just rare. Okay, my trades list there, happy here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, goodbye. So there goes some trade value. That's not good. We're starting by overall? Yes, we are, right? Yeah. Can I try another conversation with Marner? Can I try to give Marner another shot? What do you say, Marner? No. It's there for a reason. Management morale, I don't care. Okay, so that's a hit on trade value. I guess we could use picks and whatever. But now I gotta move Benoit because I need to move out money. So Liljegren and Benoit move out. Reeves will move out as well, going back to Vegas. And then I gotta really give them some good picks here. Revo. I don't know why the comments are not showing up on my screen. I'm sorry. I have to read them on the side here. Players not wanting to go to Vegas. That's a first. Yes, the conversation still happened with morale turned off. Leafs fan, glad I could do something with the Maple Leafs for you. There you go. Maybe Kampf is a gambling thing. Doesn't want to go to Vegas. No problem. Do we just trade Robertson at this point? I don't want to. He's been so good in the preseason. Maybe we trade comp for a pick to use in the Theodore trade. Also an option. I think I saw that Liljegren had about the same trade value as OEL and Tanev, and I'd rather trade one of them. I agree. It's just that in the real world, it seems like Liljegren is on the outs. Could it even be that he's like playing third pair scratched? I've been reading. I thought I read that Liljegren was on the outs. That's why I've been kind of looking at trading him, because then Tanev can play second pair on the right, and Theodore plays first pair on the right. As a power forward in the game, sniper 284 in the series, you can ask for changes. You can, but we could do it before we get the series started, James. I'll take your suggestions before it gets started. Yeah, Liljegren's playing fourth pair right now in the real world. Okay, sorry for the delay here. A lot of comments I'm going through. So if I give you Liljegren, Benoit, and Reeves, it's not the greatest trade value, but it is an expiring defenseman. I'll throw in our 2026 first. I know he's a good defenseman. Just at 1.35 million, we got to free up money somewhere. This gives us like 900K to sign Nick Robertson. It'll be very tough. Did they really give Benoit a 3-year deal? I guess so. Spam IG. Yeah, we're spamming him for the trade requests. All right, do we have the green light to send this? Should we add more? What are we thinking here? What are we thinking here for this trade to Vegas for an expiring Shea Theodore? As I take a little sip here. Shea Theodore to play on the third pair. Sorry, on the first pair. Sorry, of course. Add a fifth. No, Nick Robertson's contract's not in the game yet with the EA roster, sadly. If the game says they don't want him, I think it's fair. 2 seconds. We don't really have 2 seconds. We only have 1 second. It'll be a second and a third, but I think for Shea Theodore, that first round pick has to be involved. Honestly, I think if I would think you have to add even more. But for Shea Theodore, a late first, I don't think a late second and a late third gets it done. I think a first has to be. I'm thinking more, do we have to even add to this? So I'm going to send it and see what Vegas says. Vegas, they would do it. They would do it. So what if we just, instead of me taking out the first and putting a second and a third or whatever, how about I just take back a sixth, right? No, but we're trying to add the real world preseason into the mix, Gen Z. That's why we want to sign Nick Robertson, because in the real world he's looking very good in the preseason. Can we take back a sixth? We could. Take Swayman and sign him for less. I don't know if we're going to be looking at adding offense, because we have Robertson and we have Pacioretty. All right, let's take back 2 sixths then. Oh, let's just do 1 sixth. Okay. 1 6, let's call it a day. Thank you. On behalf of the Vegas Golden Knights organization, I accept your trade offer. See you out on the ice. All right. I understand the hesitance behind wanting to trade Liljegren, but I'm trying to mix a little bit of this universe and the real world universe into the whole thing. So now Tanev can play second pair right D, and Theodore can play first pair right D, because I didn't want to play Tanev on the first pair. Getting Theodore would... I don't want to bump Liljegren down to the third pair either, or Tanev down to the third pair either. So if we look at the lineup like this, plus Nick Robertson on the second line... I think the offense, or let's say maybe Matthew Nyes goes here. Yeah, I think we're cooking now. So Shea Theodore, welcome to Toronto. So Theodore plays top pair with Morgan Rielly, getting a +3. Tanev can play with OEL in the second pair with a +2. And McCabe can play with one of Timmins or, what's his name? I guess Hakanpää has to get called back up. It's only for a single year anyway, so don't worry too much about youth and all that. Although we do want to not leave the team decimated into the future. Check what you can sign Swayman for in-game. Sure, I'll check that out. Alright, so now if we go to roster moves. Oh, he's on the fourth line? Oh, I didn't notice that. Sorry, we have to sign Nick Robertson. Hold on, let me back out and sign Nick Robertson before I fix up the lines. Yeah, Hakanpää, missed him on the third line. On the fourth line, sorry, I didn't notice that. Alright, thank you, Vegas. Big splash right there as Shea Theodore comes to the Maple Leafs in their cup or bust journey. Mitch Marner was supposed to be out, but no, he's staying, and instead, Shea Theodore is joining. Leave a like if you haven't already, and remember to subscribe for all of our ongoing franchise mode series, our career sims, much more coming your way, my way and your way for NHL 25. Get something instead of Hakanpää for the third pair of McCabe. We could look at that, yeah. First, let me sign Robertson. Let's get Robo signed up. Where am I going? RFA. Robertson. Offer contract. Don't need to negotiate. He's happy enough. We love Mitch. He's staying on board. So the most I can offer him is 0.895. I know he's not super happy. Maybe we can make his organizational bar go up a little first. Let's enter the negotiation. We could also call up Alex Nylander. That's true. As we're approaching free agency, which we're not, I'm still considering my future here. Really? Or okay. Do we charm? Neutral? Okay, let's try and charm him. Let's charm him. I appreciate the sentiment, but actions speak louder than words. What's next? Okay. Let me share more about the why this organization would be a great fit. He's already a part of the organization. Team status. Okay, there you go. Being persuade is 50-50. All right, persuade 50-50. Nothing has worked for us. Finally, that worked for us. You put things into perspective for me. I can definitely see the value. Okay, thank you for the robot answer. That's great to hear. How about a big market? You like a big market? You like the big market? You like it? No, you don't like the big market. Okay. Contract talk. 1-year contract we're looking at. You want 0.95. I need to negotiate with you a little bit. We got to find something a bit more team friendly. Thank you. I'm open to negotiating my salary. Let's take 100K off. What are you saying? You're looking good. Let's proceed to finalize things here. I'll provide my response shortly. I can't improve it any more than that, so there you go. Yeah, Mitch, he has the money. He has the money. So 850 is not even what I want to offer. So I'm gonna table it for. I'm gonna okay, fine. Offer. I could have offered him a few like 875 or something. Could I not? Whatever. Yeah, I'm already getting a little sick of that. I'm already getting a little sick. Okay, let's advance today. The coaches want to talk to us. Brendan Foligno, here he is. Hi, Brendan. Hello, GM Data. This season we have a great opportunity. Yeah. Okay, season goal. Season goal is the cup, buddy. Season goal is the cup. Make the final. Yeah, that's at least, let's say that. Our roster may need some upgrades. Yeah, you already got that, kiddo. Sounds good. Let's look at... there's a million things you can work on. Where's the shooting accuracies? Wrist shot accuracy for power play? Great, let's work on the power play. Great, sounds good to me. Bye-bye. I'm already getting a little tired of it. Thank you. All right. So first game of the preseason. Don't really care too much about the preseason, so let's keep advancing and get Nick Robertson in here. Robo, what do you say? 4-2 win. Very good. All right, great. Nick Robertson accepts the contract. Happy and long relationship on your 1-year contract. Good. I wonder what... Where's the contract screen? Sorry, right here. I wonder what Shea Theodore wants as an extension. Next year, they have the ability to speak to the media. Imagine how much more fun you can have texting the hockey analyst. Thanks for the update, James. Love the little Islanders update. So Shea Theodore, just curious what he'd be asking for right now. Shea Theodore wants only 6x6? What? That's crazy. But we're only doing 1 season, so it doesn't matter. We're just doing 1 season. It's cup or bust. Unless we turn this into a mini-series, but then that would change our perspective on things. Yeah, the coach is Craig Berube, really. So we're just doing cup or bust. We can't start thinking about those things. The GM that comes in after us will take care of that extension. That's a good one, Hobbsy. Oh, Ekman was okay. He signed on. Good. Let's go back to edit lines. Now let's change this up. Roster moves. Yeah, I don't know why the contract demand is so low. Yeah, likely the Islanders for our episodic series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pass first rounder bust. Connor Dewar can come in as well. As 13th forward, we'll call him up. Paul Dewar will come up. On defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hakanpää's injured, correct? So let's send him down for now. And goaltending, Wall and Stolars. Great. So it's a busier bottom 6 than originally thought because we were going to be moving out Comfort or Yarncrow. Yeah, it could be a Cup or Bust mini-series where it's a different team each time. Yeah, that's true. So Nylander, Matthews, Marner, +5. Domi, Tavares, Domi, Tavares, Nyes for the +2. Oh, these menus are so slow. Holmberg. Okay, Pacioretty's going to come up here. Tic Tac. Oh, hello. Welcome. Tic Tac, long time no see. And James, data thoughts on Pirates / channel legend Pete Alonso last night? Yeah, crazy. Greatest Mets game of my life. Really? Wow, yeah, I was watching just the 9th inning. Pete Alonso, Polar Bear, had a crazy moment there in the franchise's history. So Bobby McMahon will probably be 13th forward. Really happy to see you, Tick. Glad you can make it in the stream for this little cup or bust here with the Maple Leafs. So Nick Robertson will join the lineup. There you go. But then who's playing 4th line? Yarncrow or Kampf? Probably Yarncrow, I guess. I don't really like either of them there, but... Oh, that's so slow. Come on, the menus! That's so slow! Watch this. I'm going to go from Holmberg to Nylander. Up, 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 left, left. Here we go. Up, 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 left, left. Oh my goodness. Let's try it again. Up, 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 left, left. And it stops on Matthews. Doesn't even register. Data doing the Leafs. Looks like I joined at the perfect time. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right, so I guess we'll start the year with the lineup looking like this. We'll go from there. Injuries are turned on, so things can always change. Or do we trade Yarncrow for an actual 4th line center, free up a little bit more money? You need a PS7 to play this game, I guess so. That's also a possibility. We acquired Shea Theodore on an expiring deal from Vegas. Thought they fixed the menus? No, they did not. This makes me not want to do franchise mode. My goodness. Wall, there you go. Phil Kessel on the 4th line. Let's check. Yeah, let's go ahead and check what free agency has to offer. Alex Nylander is also a guy that we can call up. If we don't want Dewar here. We call up... No, but Dewar is more of a 4th line kind of guy. Who's here in free agency? If we traded out Calle Yarncrow straight up. Where am I going? Free agents. Phil would never come back to the Leafs. Yeah, that's probably also an issue. Jarvis, Perfetti, Mercer, they still all need their contracts. Goalies, what's Swayman looking for right now? Oh, Swayman is signed here? Maybe the game signed him. Swayman is signed. If you look at a 4th line center, who could be here? Who's a UFA? Tyler Johnson. This is a 3rd liner, though. Weatherby. Tierney. Cousins. EA fixed the menu speed for like 1 year. They added a few quality of life things to the franchise. The menu speed just fell apart once more. Yep. Well, Tavares on the 3rd. Nylander's 2nd line center and someone else like Roberts on the 1st line. Could be. But I'm not sure if Nylander can really go center with like the 70-some face-offs. Weatherby as a grinder. Or a Tyler Johnson. That's true. Lorentz is on a PTO with the Leafs in the real world. I forgot about that. 80 face-offs as well. So you know what? Johnson would have been the guy that I would have gone for. But Lorentz in the real world, I want to try and blend the real world as much as possible. He's on a PTO in the real world, so let's sign him. 1 year at $775. I'll send him that. Oh, accept. Great. Thank you. Accepts right away. So Lorentz will play 4th line center. Let's trade out Yarncrow. Because it'll free up some money, which allows us to make roster moves, and it'll just be more contentness in the bottom 6 instead of an 82 overall. That's playing there. So we could trade him to Anaheim. Anaheim wants him for whatever reason, so I'll just take a pick back and let's call it a day. Yeah, that is new. Accepting right away is new. Can I get a 3rd from you, Anaheim? For Calle Yarncrow? Great. Let's call it a day. So Yarncrow moves out. Lorentz comes up. Where is Alex Nylander, though? Why is he not here? Yeah, let's check what Swayman signed for in the game here, I wonder. Alright, Steven Lorentz, welcome aboard. Bobby McMahon is also there if need be. Steven Lorentz there. What deal did you make for Theodore? Yeah, it was Liljegren, Reeves just as a dump. Simon Benoit also just as a dump. It was mainly Liljegren in a 1st for an expiring Shea Theodore. Yeah, Nylander must be signed AHL only in the real world, I guess. Sean Monahan in Columbus would be a great 3rd line center. Yeah, he would be. We'll let the season run a little bit and see what comes our way by the deadline and whatnot. Hearing your joysticks clicking in the menu not moving is hilarious. Yeah, laugh it up. Enjoy. Okay, are we done? Are we good to go now? Joseph Wall backed up by Anthony Stolars. Maybe we just want to fix the power play, and then we'll be good to go. So Matthews, actually Matthews, maybe, hold on. Alex Nylander equals AHL in the real world. There you go, yeah. We could call up Hakanpää. Okay, we can call him up. To be 70 in case there's injuries. We should be able to, right? Yes, thank goodness. Yeah, Nylander should be in unrestricted free agency. We can sign him after. Okay, power play. So Marner 60 face-offs and Nylander 70 face-offs. Not ideal. So Tavares is going to center the first line, the first power play unit, and Matthews is going to be the finisher right here. That's always lethal when you have your finisher right in that spot. Marner can go there. Nylander can go there. Riley can go here. So Nylander is actually going to be the distributor. We should know roles, formation preview, blah, blah, blah. We should know that building up a team in EA Sports titles equals fail. Absolutely. My name is... Absolutely. My name is... I'll try. Distributor will be Nylander. Finisher Matthews. Puck carrier Marner. There we go. +5 in the first power play unit as well. Second power play unit. Could Domi center? 75. Okay, Domi can center. Nias can go here. Pacioretty at the point, maybe? And Kampf comes out for Robertson, perhaps? Why is he a center? Yeah, Nick Robertson here. And gets a 0 for the chemistry. Great. So Theodore will go here. Maybe Pacioretty should be the finisher. I don't know. 84, 86 on the shooting accuracies. Robo, 85, 85. Nyes, 85, 85. The uncle of Leafs legend, Nick Foligno, yeah, I guess. Do those strategies even do anything? Couldn't tell you. And what are his face-offs? 65. Okay, so Robertson will be the finisher, I suppose. Distributor will be Theodore. Finisher Robertson. Puck carrier Domi. Why is it giving me exclamation points? What's the issue? Edit strategies. Why? I said distributor was Nylander. Okay. The rest of the team can be how it wants, except for the penalty kill. Just double check here. What a joke. Okay. Tavares with Lorenz. No, Tavares with Kampf, let's say. I know how much a player's performance in franchise mode depends on the arbitrary line chemistry rating. Yeah, tell me about it. Dewar can play with... I don't know. Lorenz is coming out here. Oh, these menus are the bane of my existence. Austin Matthews. Actually, let's swap Matthews and Tavares. Tavares Dewar. Actually, no. Tavares Nylander. Wow, it's almost unplayable. It's so slow. And Domi with Dewar, I suppose. Gonna start a what a joke counter for NHL 25. Take a shot of chocolate milk every time. What are the face-offs here? 81 face-offs. Okay, Kampf can go center. Kampf. I'm not doing any more lines. It's too broken for me to care anymore about the lines. Yeah, don't buy the game yet if you can. Wait for a little update of something. I don't know what. All right, we want to also see Jeremy Swayman's contract. Yes? Jeremy Swayman's contract. Maybe that's why the Tide preferred lines to conversations. Maybe, eh? Maybe that would even be faster. And when Xbox closing the NHL client and restarting fixed lag in the past, not sure if PS had the same thing. It's not the first time, like it's Doer. Oh, it's Doer? Oh, not Dewar. Doer. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, stream's got an hour longer thanks to the menus. It's not the first time I opened franchise mode. It was like this last time we opened it as well, so I don't know if that would be it. So Jeremy Swayman signed. Let's see, take notes. Oh, he's on a 1-year deal at 0.775. What? Why? How did that happen? Huh? Okay. I don't know if the game convinced him to do that. Whoop. Should we set season goals and whatnot, or I don't really care? I don't really care. Okay, Sims regular season. And make sure I stop getting all these random contract or trade offers. Come on. Sim game. Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Finish game. 4-1 win. Great. And he chose 0.7 of 1. Yeah, he has 64 million reasons to sign, and he chose 0.7 of 1 reason instead. I'm going to turn the CPU trading off soon as these trade offers. Okay, I have to literally go and say, don't trade me anything. I have no surpluses, and I have no wants. I have no surpluses, and I have no wants. Stop sending me junk. I might have to turn injuries off for my own sanity. So yeah, we'll see. I'll give it a chance. But I'll see I could definitely see myself doing that very soon. Off, off, off. Off, off, off. Yep, it's a classic. Classic glitch. Okay. Advanced day. Advanced day again. Thank you, salary cap compliance. So we're 6-0, last game of the preseason now. Let's see it. And we end with an overtime loss. So 6-1-0. What are you referring to there, Bobby? Matthews scores 8 goals and 12 points in 7 games. Marner 10, Nylander 8. Great. Who's been starting here? Goalies. They've both been getting starts. But Stolarz looks way better. Whew, so keep note of that. 952 versus... And 1.21 goals against average. 3 goals against on 63 shots. True, yeah, injuries will be on. The slider will be played around with because, yeah, we want realism, but also the game is broken, so it's tough to balance. All right, let's get the regular season started, ladies and gentlemen. GM Data brought in for a one-season experiment. Big trade made to bring in Shea Theodore. Scoring is default, so medium scoring, high shooting, default. Let's get this started. Sim to our next game, which will be the season opener against La Canadienne Montréal. In Montreal, contre le Canadien, chez le Centre Bell. Let's sim the game and get the season started. Maple Leafs and Canadiens to open up the 2024-25 season with GM Data at the helm with this team of AGMs. First shot of the season, John Tavares, and second on 3 shots for Nick Robertson. Why is Caden Primo starting? First period, 2-0. Shame the game is broken on release day isn't ideal. No, that is not ideal. Yes, that's usually around that sweet spot, Jones. Yeah, that's usually that sweet spot or so. Hey, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. 2-1 maintenant, c'est Yoel Armia. Yoel Armia. 2-1 après 5 minutes dans la deuxième période. After 2, it's 2-1 shots, 26-22 with a 1-goal lead here at the Bell Center. Cole Caulfield ties it at 2. Big night here in Montreal. They got to make sure to perform here against the Leafs after a little shaky start. 2 goals and 3 shots against, but Primo's held it down since then. Vasi, welcome to the stream. Let's get Vasi in here. Welcome to an NHL 25... someone who understands the menus is what I'm trying to say. Shea Theodore gets the game-winning goal. Let's go. Yeah, I'm French. I'm from Montreal, so French is not my first language, but I'm from Montreal. Shea Theodore, who we acquire as the big move of the GM Data era, scores the game-winning goal on opening night against the Canadiens. What a way to start the season. Dewar gets the empty netter, and the Leafs win 4-2. Vasi with the rosters, absolutely. Vasi, always a great time to have Vasi in here. He loves NHL 25. He loves rosters. He loves Star Trek. It's a perfect partnership between Data and Vasi, right? Let's get to the calendar now and get some simulation going. Going to Montreal later this month. It's a shame we won't get to see Liney. No, James, you got to meet up. James, you got to meet up. Yeah, the GM Data era. Freudian slip, perhaps. Devils fan here. Let's go. Did you enjoy the Devils game? That happened earlier today. I watched on my lunch break. That was great. No, I'm not cheering for the Leafs, but in this video I will be. All right. Perfect. Data and Vasa, the two Chell goats, says Darcy, and we both love Star Trek, but that's the X factor. All right, let's get some simulation going now. In New Jersey, 3-2 overtime win. Hosting the Penguins, 5-1 loss. We'll be at the Blues-Habs game. James, get me an extra ticket. I'll buy. Next time you come to Montreal, buy an extra ticket. I'll buy it from you, and we can go together. 3-1 win against the Kings. Rangers, we beat them 3-1. No problem. Yeah, great 4-1 win for the Devils today. But James, I'm serious. I'd love to meet up. 3-2 overtime win. 5-3 win against the Blue Jackets. 4-2 win against the Blues. We're 7-1-0 to start the year. Let's get 10 games in. So that's 8, 9. That's Bruins are 9. Jets are 10. In Boston, 3-2 shootout win, and then in Winnipeg, 5-4 overtime loss. We are 8-1-1 to start the season. Let's take a quick glance at the numbers. 8-1-1 to start the season, okay. Joseph Wall, I like those numbers from the Wall. Joseph Wall, good. Morgan Rielly leading team. No one's point per game, though. Tavares has 6 goals and 8 points. Matthews, 8. Theodore, 8. Marner, Nylander, and Domi all with 7. Fourth line struggling a little bit. Third line. Dewar, Nyes, Lorentz, Holmberg, Tanev, Pacioretty with 1 assist and a -5. Yeah, 1 season, cup or bust. And goalies, Wall, and both goalies are looking very good. So we'll keep on going like this, but I would want to see more of that point per game plus pace from the top line with a +5 to boot. Come on now. So let's keep on going. 4-3 loss against the Kraken, 4-2 loss against the Blues, 5-3 loss. So we're winless in 4 games. We break that with a 5-3 win against the Bruins. Red Wings, we beat 6-5. Canadiens, we beat 4-3. Finally, there you go. Yeah, perfect. Even I can't stand the Leafs these days, says Tic Tac. No problem. There you go. 5-4 overtime win, 3-0 shutout win. There you go. That's an interesting story, Mighty Joe. 13-4-1. Let's go see Shea Theodore's old team, the Vegas Golden Knights. Liljegren and the Golden Knights. Matthew Nyes pulled groin. Not out for long, so head coach can replace. 3-2 win against the Oilers. Now hosting the Vegas Golden Knights, who are 7-10-1. We're 14-4-1. Great start here. First period, 1-1. Barbashev and Theodore against his old team. Second period, 2-1. John Tavares with another one. We're up by 1 here in the third period, facing Liljegren and the Golden Knights. In the real NHL, can 2 goalies on the same team get a win or loss in the same game? No. Not as far as I know. It's always one goalie or the other. Austin Matthews makes it 3-1, but then Nicolas Roy comes back to make it 3-2. 3-3 game now as Nicholas Hague ties it up on Stolarz. 3-3 game power play for the Maple Leafs late. Will we see overtime? Yes, we will. So the Golden Knights push it to overtime. We were up 3-1. Can we take it after choking a little bit? Shootout? Yes, we win 4-3. Former classmate of mine is cousins with Stamkos. That's cool. Leafs always seem poorly around. Even with the +5 line chemistry, Marner and Matthews only get like 90-ish points, and I've never had Matthews score multiple 60-goal seasons in a franchise mode. Fully could not agree more on the Ultimate Demon. Let's keep on going. 15-4-1 with a nice shootout victory there. Nylander is fully healed. Okay, he was already healthy. Good. Nice should be back. Here we go. And John Candy to your high school. You've been surrounded by a lot of talent, Mighty Joe. So McMahon got a +3 here on the second line. 1 game +1. That's cool. Dewar. So Nyes comes back in. Pacioretty, okay, he has 3 goals now. I'm still at -8. Yeesh. -7, -6, -8. That's rough. Maybe Holmberg as a playmaker comes up in the lineup. Pacioretty can get power play in 4th line. Let's try this. The bottom 6 is scaring me a little before we start looking at major changes. +1, +1, +3, +4, -3, -1. Let's swap out Connor Timmins for Hakanpää. Let's call him healthy now. Let's say he's healthy. Let's put him in. How excited are you about Demidov IRL? Pfft, extremely. 4-0 win, 3-1 win. There you go. Best lines down in the AHL. That's fine. Ron Nylander has 2C and Tavares has 3C. Well, we're still scoring quite well, but if that third line continues to struggle, we might have to. Yeah, Rielly and Theodore dropped in over. So did Hakanpää. You know what? That's true. What's up with the overalls? Do I have to give them training or else they get angry and then a 6-3 loss? Hold on. Let me go back to the lines here. Yeah, even why is everybody dropping an overall? Do I need to have conversations with them? Who else dropped? No one else. Okay, no one else dropped for the forwards here. But Riley, Theodore, even Tanev, even McCabe. Yeah, all the defense. Oh, and Conf dropped one too? Yeah. Okay, so you need to have these conversations? Come on. And Domi up to an 87. It's true, he was an 85, right? What's up with overalls? That's crazy. What is up with overalls? You're playing top pair minutes, scoring well and everything, and you drop an overall. What am I supposed to say? Do I need to have the conversations? Riley, wake up, buddy. Oh, you told the coach to focus on power play, which lowers defense. Yes. Good catch, Michael. So basically, never tell your coach to focus on things because it's gonna kill you. Convos are gonna get tedious. Yeah, I'm not gonna use them very often. I'm gonna use them for free agent negotiations, but I'm not gonna use them for much else. You set a goal for the coach, and it makes them worse. So like, I get their wrist shot accuracy to go up, but now I have to pay for it by their defensive overalls going down. That's a great thing we just learned, at least for. I'd rather learn it in a cup or bust. Okay, Morgan, buddy. I can't even talk about that? On ice play, clause option. I can't even talk about that. It's a trade-off, but I think it's a terrible trade-off, honestly. Yeah, I wish I could tell. Yeah, you tell me the buffs, but you don't tell me the debuffs, right? I like it, but tell me. Let me qualify what I'm saying. I like it, but coach, can you tell me at least that it's going to cause a negative this and a negative that? Okay, game plan for the team. What do you have in mind? Lines, no. Ice time, no. Coaching style? Very risky. Man. I'm in charge around here. I thought it only told me the pluses. Hold on, let me go back to the preseason. I'm just gonna go back in the video here. Give me a sec. Oh, I see it now. I thought those were all. I thought, hey, the little dash was so small. I thought those were pluses as well. Okay, so I take back my criticism, but I'm just not going to use it very much if it causes those negatives. Okay. It's not up for debate. What's that going to change? Forget it. End conversation. What's it going to change? If I just change be more offensive, it has nothing to do with the attributes of the players. Okay, so you know what? We learned our lesson. Life goes on. Okay? My bad. So it does show it, but I was hoping it would be like pluses and greens, negatives and reds, because that small little dash is tiny, man. Okay, let's keep rolling. 4-3 overtime loss to the Blackhawks. It's because they're too close and overall unyielding, that's why. I take back my criticism, but I'm not going to use it because it's no good. Yeah, exactly. I take back certain criticisms, but others still stand. Don't you have to have a meeting? Yeah. No, not necessarily. You could just say, okay, everything all is well. You don't need to say that. You don't need to necessarily focus on something. 5-2 win, 4-3 overtime loss, 6-1 loss, 4-3 shootout win. Win number 20 against Anaheim? Yes, 3-2 win. We're at 26-3. In Detroit, 7-3 win. In Buffalo, 2-1 shootout win. Or no, that was in Toronto. 6-5 loss, yikes. In Buffalo, 3-1 win. Hosting the Islanders, 6-5 shootout win. There you go. 24-7-3 as we approach the halfway mark. Let's keep on going. Again, sorry if I ever miss any comments. Just say them again if I miss them, because there's a lot that's flying by me in the chat. 5-1 win against the Jets. 2-1 loss against the Red Wings. 3-2 loss against the Caps. That's game 37, 38, 39, 40. Game 41 will come against the Flyers. We'll pause at the halfway point. We're on pace for over 50 wins already. Islanders 2-1 overtime loss. Then again, the Islanders 2-1 overtime win. Bruins last game 4-3 overtime win. Sorry, this is the last game actually. Here against the Flyers, hosting them in Toronto for the last game of the first half of our Cup or Bust campaign. First period, 1-1 Austin Matthews. Second period, 2-1 Austin Matthews once more. Shots 27-22, up by 1 through 40. Third period, power play Flyers to start the period. We kill that off 5 minutes in. Power play Flyers again, killed off once more. That's 2 kills in the first 10 minutes of the third period. Still with a 1-goal lead. I'd love to see it added with a power play goal, and there it is. Max Domi gets another back-to-back power play goals, less than a minute apart from Max Domi, and we'll call it a 4-1 victory. Shots end 46-32, and we win 4-1. Okay, so through the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen, we are 28-9-4, which gives us a season pace of going 56-18-8. I would gladly take that. Let's check out the stats now. So slow. Come on. So Austin Matthews on pace for just over a point per game, 22 goals and 42 points from him. It's broken. You put it at high scoring and he literally scores over 100 goals, or you keep it medium and he scores maybe a 40-50 goal season if you're lucky. Why not? Why can't you have 60-65? Tavares 37, Domi 35, on pace for 70 points. Shea Theodore on pace for 68 points. Nylander on pace for 66. Marner on pace for only 66. That's crazy. A first line with all 90 overalls with a +5, and they're on pace for 66 points. Riley 28. Max Pacioretty with 20 points, -11. Nyes 20. Robertson 18. Ekman Larson, Lorentz, Kampf, Holmberg, Dewar, Tanev, McCabe, Hakanpää. Goalies, Joseph Woll 23, 9-4 with 2 shutouts. 905 save percentage, 2.77 goals against. Stolarz is undefeated, 8-0, with a 913 save percentage and 2.43 goals against. Who are the league leaders in scoring even? I'd almost do this whole thing again, but with high scoring. I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. The team is literally built to be insanely top-heavy, yet they sim like the 90s Devils. Even Nathan MacKinnon, the highest scoring player in the league, okay, at least he's on pace for... that's a little too crazy to be on pace for like 75 goals. But at least he's on pace for 120-plus points. But even then, there's not that many who are up there. Yeah, it might be. I just don't want to influence things halfway through the sim, but in the future I might have to touch... shot frequency is already high, actually. I might have to be scoring... I don't know, but then it makes it too crazy. It's lose-lose. So, what kind of holes do we see in this lineup? Yes, we're 28-9-4, but I'm not super impressed, I gotta say. For a 28-9-4 team, a team on pace for over 55 wins, I'm not super impressed. Do we indeed move Willie Nylander? We have 70 face-offs, you know? Who's our third goalie? Matt Murray. Yeah, league on pace for over 100 points. There are a few players on pace for over 100. I didn't scroll far enough, but if it was only 10, I'm like, I guess that's okay. But it's like they all come from one team. I saw a couple of Hurricanes, a couple of Avalanche. It's always the same teams. So Matthews stays. Let's get Marner out of there. Let's bring... I don't know. No, Tavares can go third line center. He scores goals. Would third line center be crazy? Robertson up with Matthews and Marner. Domi has 75 face-offs. Nyes, Domi, Nylander. Okay, we can swap the... but then the chemistry goes from +2/+2 to +1/+1. Does that even matter? Probably not. Include real life, and yes, real life, no movement clauses, no trade clauses, yes. Real life, Nyes is playing first line. Does that affect chemistry? Oh, okay, it would fix chemistry a little bit. Is it worth our time to find an EHG's goalie with low value who can trust to fall on? At the deadline, yeah, it would be worth it at the deadline, why not? So, Tavares will center the third line. With Kampf and Pacioretty. And then who's here? McMahon. Dewar, Lorentz, Holmberg. Yeah, I'd rather have +3/+2 and keep Nylander on the second line. Defense +3/+4, +8, +9, 0, and +2. Yeah, let's check out the AHL as well. Let's see how Alex Nylander's doing, if we could sign him or what. Tanev and OEL, swap them around maybe? Man, OEL's looking good. I'll keep the defense as is. Next game we can go with Stolars too. He's a machine. And in the AHL, where did Alex Nylander go? I guess the team signed him. Oh. Oh yeah, tell me about it. Nothing new there for losing to low overall goalies. Nothing new there. All right, so I guess he got signed. So there you go. Tales old as time. Now I don't see, wait. He wasn't injured, was he? No, he's not injured. So bye-bye, Alex Nylander, I suppose. I guess somebody signed him in free agency to an NHL contract. Okay, let's try this as our lineup. If we're struggling, we'll go back to how we had it. But I want to try and mix up the middle six, bottom six before we get into thinking about trade deadline moves. Remember to leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course, it's free. It doesn't give me anything. It gives you the notification of when we're live, when we're doing franchise modes, career sims. Get yourself involved. Become a part of this fantastic community. It's a great one, and it's that much better with you as a part of it. We'd love to have you in there. Join the Discord server, link in the description. We're almost 700 members talking hockey, talking franchise, talking fantasy sports with our 3 divisions of fantasy, or actually 2 divisions of fantasy hockey. It's a blast, and we'd love to have you in there too. 5-2 win, 6-2 win, 6-3 win, but then 4-2 loss, 2-1 loss, 8-1 win. Great. Let's keep on rolling. 3 more games this week. Lightning, Blue Jackets, and Senators. Hosting the Lightning, 6-5 win. Blue Jackets, 6-2 win. Bobby, only subbing because you also from MTI. You're from MTI. I didn't know that. Ben voyons. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Matt and best lines. Always the AHL injuries more than the NHL injuries. Not that I'm complaining, but just an observation. 6-2 win, 2-1 loss. We were 7th in goals for at the halfway point. Sure, I didn't even check that out. Thank you for mentioning. Nylander must have been signed to a contract. 4-2 win against the Wild, hosting the Oilers now. Nylander pulled groin. He's going to be out for a few games. It could be, is that like 3 weeks? Is it the 1st of February? Eesh. Let's bring Pacioretty up, I suppose. Holmberg can come up. And here can be Bobby McMahon. Actually. Scratch him. And replace in all lines. Come on! Oh my goodness, nothing ever wants to work. Okay. Come on! Do you hear my controller? Come on! Why can't I put McMahon? Back to edit lines. May I please put McMahon? Oh, wow. I can't put anyone. It won't let me put anyone! I can put Timmins. Okay, Timmins I can put. And then I can swap him for McMahon? No, there's only one button to press. Pittsburgh's winning 7-3. Whoa. Okay, McMahon comes in now. Hey, what a crazy workaround I had to do there. Data versus the menu, the most entertaining series this year. Hail Hydra, everybody. New game, new glitch. Hail Hydra. I say it every year. No, that's okay. We can laugh at it. Who's going to come in here? Data versus the game. Crazy. Okay, Holmberg. Power play time for Holmberg. Whatever. Where? You put the exclamation point, but what's the problem? And then it brings me to June 2025. Ah! Okay, 3-1 win, 7-5 loss. Okay, we have the All-Star break here, and then Nylander will be back soon enough. That's good. What do you mean multiple players are eligible? Huh? Multiple players? It was one guy who was injured. Okay, it was the AHL, that's why. Data, I donate to you because you never fail to save me money not buying this trash. Thanks, Walter. Yet and again. Always the same guy's getting injured down there. It's going to break my positronic brain. 6-2 win against the Canucks. Let's go. Let's hit 40. Let's hit 40. Nice little all-star break. Love that. Okay, hosting the Hurricanes now. Hope you were arrested. Dakota Mermis. Do not care. Oh yeah, we can always donate. Your donations get you added, adds you entries into our raffle for created players in franchise mode series. Donations through YouTube give you entries, but donations through the PayPal link in the description double your entries. So like $1 to $5 is one entry, 5 to 10 is 2 entries, etc., etc., etc. Or if you're in Canada and you really want to e-transfer me, we can work that out. Oh, don't worry about it, Tic Tac. You donate your time. I appreciate you nonetheless. Don't worry that you haven't before. Let's get Conf back here. The best way would probably be e-transfer if you're Canadian, because that means that way I get 100% of it. PayPal I get what, like 97%? And then YouTube's the worst, but it's still better than nothing, of course, at like 60. It get 2/3 come to me, and 1/3 goes to YouTube. All right, so Nylander's back. Great news. The link for that's in the description, or if you want to e-transfer, we can. That's my personal email, so it'd have to be someone that I can trust. Okay, is it to the Gmail address in the description? No, the Gmail address. Could you? Because my bank's not associated with that account, so I don't think so, right? I doubt it. It'd have to be my actual personal account, which I could tell you. Tick, I could tell you for sure. 3-1 loss, 2-1 shootout win, 5-4 loss. We're getting close. Let's get to the deadline. Actually, we'll go to the game against Vegas, and then we'll get to the deadline. At MSG here against the Rangers, we're 38-15-5. I mean, again, the same guys getting injured in the Marlies. Appreciate you, Tick. 7-4 loss, 7-4 win to the Rangers. Sorry, didn't know YouTube took that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, even if it's on YouTube, don't worry about it. If you have the option for PayPal, then I'll take it, right? But if you don't, then your generosity is still very much appreciated. Or a phone number. True, we could do phone number if you want to call me for some late night chats. I can tell you a bedtime story. I could sing you to sleep. We can get brunch at Alo Mo Coco. A lot of things we could do. Okay, right back. There's win number 40. 5-3 loss, 6-3 win. Okay, what am I missing here? EA is in, yeah, all optimism dies. I hear you. Vegas. Here we go. They're 29-28-3. We're 40-16-5. We could count sheep. Absolutely. Last game for the deadline. We've hit 40 wins, which is great. Last game here against Vegas in Las Vegas as well. Shea Theodore against his old team. First period 0-0. Second period 2-0 Vegas. Hurdle and Carlson. Down 2-0 in the third period. How much for story time? Every 15 minutes of a story is, let's say, $1. No, it wouldn't make sense. Minimum wage. Let's say $10 per half hour. How about that? Think about like minimum wage or so. Down by 1, final 3 minutes. Do we have a little bit of something left in the tank here? 2 seconds ago. Matthews get the lone goal, and it's not enough as we lose to Vegas. All right, so at the deadline, we are 40-17-5 with 20 games left in the season. Do we see any glaring upgrades? Well, probably the trade block will be what we look at the most, but first let's look at our lineup. Joseph Wall is questionable. Stolarz has been really good. I'll have to put some ASMR videos to sing you to sleep. So at least Matthews is up to 35 goals and 70 points. Good. 20 an hour. There you go. No, a little bit more than minimum wage. Because minimum wage is what, like $15.75 in Quebec? So a little bit more than minimum wage. We'll say 10 every half hour, 20 an hour. There you go. Pounding kills 21st. We got to fix that up. So Marner 55, Tavares 50. That's good. Domi 50, Theodore 48, Riley 47. That top pair is killing it. Nylander 45 in 58. Pacioretty 20 goals and 36 points. Okay. Nyes 36. I think he's picked it up since moving up on the top line though. Robertson 29, 10 of 26 with a plus 21. Comp, Lorenz, Ekman Larson, Dewar. McCabe 13 points, -6. Yeah. McMahon 2 points there. Oh, is it 16-25 now? No kidding. So Wall 33-17-5, 2 shutouts, 909 save percentage, 2.79 goals against average. While Stolarz is 10-1, 913 save percentage, 2.43 goals against average. I don't know. Do we need to give Stolarz more starts? Is that what it is? The goaltending hasn't been a big problem, so I would say let's give Stolar some more starts, but let's not focus on that too much. More of these low, like we have some plus 20 players, but -6 for Jake McCabe is concerning. And such a low, it is 1575? There you go. And low pluses for, yeah, it's, okay, but you know what? He's a +3, for example, Nick Robertson, but he was what, like a -8? So it has improved. I'm looking more at guys who stand out to me on the trade block, probably. Some sort of bottom 6 guy. I don't know. I would even take a middle 6 guy. Let's go to those trade blocks. Skaters matching the block. Okay, so Brock McGinn's out there. Brock McGinn. Connor Clifton. 82 overall. Connor Clifton is interesting. How much you need to donate to guarantee an ASMR video? What would you want exactly for the ASMR, Mighty Joe? The team has improved tremendously, yes, for the plus-minus wise. Just that pony kill, like a pony kill specialist would go a long way, I think. Ah, now Rasmus Anderson's on your trade block, huh? Now Rasmus Anderson's on your trade block. Bang. Too bad. So sad. What about Kuzmenko or Mantha, though? Kuzmenko, good point totals. He is eligible to be traded to us. Data doing ASMR franchise mode commentaries with quiet whispers. That would be something. Let's try this. Let me bring the microphone up. So, Andrei Kuzmenko wants 1 year at 5.5 million, but Anthony Mantha also an option at 1 year, 3.5 million, 83 overall, -2 through 60 games. Is he eligible to be traded to us? Yes, he is. He would be eligible to be traded to us if we are interested. So, Kuzmenko or Mantha could be an option for that middle 6. There you go. Everybody enjoy your sleep tonight. Keep replaying those 25 seconds and enjoy your sleep tonight. All right, so Kuzmenko and Mantha, definitely both options. What a joke. Just use all my catchphrases. Hope you enjoyed that. All right. Carolina, Chicago, Colorado. We have fun here, right, everybody? We have fun here. JT Comfort. That's a bit of a tough contract, though. Joke. Here. What a joke. Joke. What a joke. Minnesota. Spurgeon on the block. Eriksson Ek on the block. Yeah, I'm thinking more expiring guys, because Toronto would want to be thinking about money to re-sign Shea Theodore and all that. Then all of a sudden I'm doing the super quiet. Then I start yelling, "You what? EA, you what?" ASMR of reading off French-Canadian names? Woo-hoo, that's up next. That's a great idea, Michael. Let's do that after we're done the trade deadline. Somebody remind me. David Perreault on the block in Ottawa, but I don't know about 2 years at $4 million. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, San Jose, Seattle, St. Louis-ish. I don't know about another 82 overall. I want a bit more than that. Jimmy Carl, I'm not sure. You don't like the ASMR, Gen Z? No, it's a crowd pleaser. I'm sorry you don't like it. I won't do it for too much longer. We're having some fun here, though. Nick Bjugstad, 84 overall and expire. 18 points, -19. Don't think so. How about Nick Schmaltz, though? Nick Schmaltz, 53 points. Is he tradable to us? Yes, he would be. Nick Schmaltz is interesting. It's a lot of trade value, though. Kerfoot's already been in Toronto, but Nick Schmaltz could be interesting. William Karlsson, even Ivan Barbashev, huh? Barbashev, is he tradable to Toronto? Yes, he is. So Barbashev's tradable to Toronto. Another centerman? I don't know, for William Karlsson. Barbashev is interesting to me. So Barbashev... Sorry, wrong thing. Barbashev, Kuzmenko, Mantha. Barbashev, Kuzmenko, Mantha. Who was the other one? Schmaltz. Those are the options for us, I would think. Do any of those stick out to all of you? As I take a little sip of water here. Schmaltz makes 5.85 for 2 more years. Barbashevs makes 4.76 for 4 more years. Kuzmenko expiring 5.5. Mantha expiring 3.5. Kuzmenko's a sniper, but he seems like a playmaker. So Schmaltz is kind of speaking to me. Trade value is a bit rough, but he's kind of speaking to me here. What if we did Nick Schmaltz? Yeah, they're a losing team. They want to move him. Okay, what if we did Nick Schmaltz? Could have moved out someone in the top in our lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we'll look at Schmaltz first then. Barbashev, Math, we'll keep them in mind. Dewar at 1.9. McMahon at 1.35 is killing me with the money. True, Barbashev has that winning experience too. Just I don't like that he's more of a playmaker, but we could think about that for sure. So I'll give you McMahon. Maybe I'll throw in Holmberg as well. 16 points on the year. Both. So McMahon and Holmberg, just a couple names there. That's true. The Flames also wouldn't want to trade too much with us. And then I gotta free up money and then give draft picks. So here's a second, and a third. We really have no value here. We gotta trade out money. We gotta trade out another. We have to free up another 600K or whatever. That's true. We already got Shea Theodore from Vegas. I don't know if we would take Barbashev from them as well, but it would help with the money situation. Hi, Red. Welcome to the stream. We could dump Kampf. Retaining is going to be very tough to get them to do. I guess we could trade Timmins. Still no. I'm doing all right, my friend. How are things on your end? No, then we're still over the salary cap. Yeah, Domi, I don't think it would work for Domi. Domi, a machine. Schmaltz might be tough with the money. So let's just take a peek at Barbashev. Trade value's less. Still over the salary cap, though. Nugent Hopkins? It's going to be very high trade value. Would it be crazy? I don't know. Do we say we could trade... let's just for fun. Doesn't change anything. Just for fun. Mitch Martin, you want to waive your trade clause, buddy? No. I tried. What if Kampf went in the deal instead? And then Kampf to Vegas. Kampf, can I get you to Vegas? No. I officially tried more than Brad, yeah. Okay, what if we go back to Utah, and now I can add Kampf because he's open to going there. Oh, he's not open to going there. Come on, David, where are you open to going, buddy? You and your trade clause. 22 teams, and that's 2 of them that we can't do. Open to Calgary? He would be open to Calgary. Alright, we go to Calgary then. The trade clauses make it tough. They're more of a losing team as well, which I guess makes sense. I prefer Kuzmenko over Mantha. Yeah, I'd rather show the teams he doesn't want to go to. Then you have to do reverse engineering. But 5.5 million, then that's going to be a tough contract to take in too. Unless Conf is enough. 3 points in 7 games for McDavid. Classic. That would get us, yeah, we're by $13,000. We're under the salary cap if we do that. But in Calgary, has too many skaters. Can I take out Holmberg? Then the salary cap. Can I just say retain salary? That'd be totally crazy to say. Retain 600K? Not even. But then what's the point of it saying... Whoa, what? Negative $571 million available? Oh no, $571. Okay. But then you refresh and it changes back. You have 825K available. You exit? Oh, just kidding. You're under by 195. Okay, you have 5K available. Just kidding. You're under by 151. But which one is it? There you go. My goodness. It's always broken. There. 2.1 retained. A second, a third, and Kampf. For Kuzmenko at 2.1 retained. We can't get Barbashev because Kampf doesn't want to go to Vegas. Pure spaghetti code. What do we think about this, ladies and gentlemen? Kuzmenko for a second, a third, and David Kampf. You know what, guys? I'm down for franchise mode ASMR. I think it could work. All right, let's send it. I'm sure they'll say we like this, but we don't want to retain salary. They would do it! Can I take out a third then? Or we can just get more. Can I do it with just the second? They what? Really? I know. I haven't tried World of Chell. Or if I take out the second and just make it a third then? Retaining fixed? Hold on. A fifth, a sixth, and Kampf. Okay, let's try this then. Let's do it. Trade accepted. A fifth and a sixth. That's fair now. David Kampf, a fifth and a sixth, and Kuzmenko. For Kuzmenko. Thank you, Calgary. There you go. We didn't have to give up crazy value either. David Kampf, thank you for your service. Good luck in Calgary. Toronto Fleece, I'll take it. And Andrei Kuzmenko will join the lineup here. We'll put him in the top 6. Pacioretty, Lorentz, and Robertson can play for now until Domi comes back. And Kuzmenko will join the top 6 right here. Andrei Kuzmenko, he fits best on the second line, so great. He'll play second line with Tavares and Nylander while we still have Domi injured. There we go. Welcome to Toronto, Andrei Kuzmenko. So power play, we'll get him here. So Kuzmenko's going to be the finisher now. Robertson's going here. He's listed as a center at 65 face-off, so Nyes can go here for a minute. McMahon's coming off, and Kuzmenko's going here. Do you think you're going to bother with setting up preferred lines in long-term franchises? No, I will not. Finisher Kuzmenko, puck carrier Nyes. Why not? Are the rolls still fixed here? Are they broken? Yeah, of course they're broken. Riley. And the penalty kill was low. I remember seeing penalty kill was low, but Kuzmenko's now on the penalty kill. No, it's not gonna work. 3 stars. So let's go Matthews and Nylander on the first, with Riley and Tanev. Second, we'll go Theodore McCabe. No, Theodore Hakanpää. With Tavares and someone else from Kuzmenko. Who else can I trust here? Matthew Nyes. 80-84, 3-star defense. Actually, Marner should be out here. Bang, Marner, he's got getting like Selke votes, is he not? I guess Lorentz is going to go. Whatever. Can't be bothered. All right, Kuzmenko, welcome to the team. Salary cap is crazy, but we got that in. I think that'll be our only trade, pretty much, because salary cap's crazy. We've used a lot of trade value. In theory, we could think about flipping Kuzmenko for Schmaltz, or do we flip? Maybe make it a 3-team trade? You know, would that be crazy, actually? What if we flip Kuzmenko in a second for Nick Schmaltz? Could that be something? If we like Schmaltz more, or do we just say, let's keep Kuzmenko? Gen Z McKenzie says, no, keep Kuzmenko. We can't even trade him there anyways, so it's fine. All right. And we won't trade with Vegas again. We already traded with them for Theodore. All right, so I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the deadline. Best lines in the AHL, don't care. And there we go. So we'll keep the current trade block. We'll sim to the deadline. And now we'll get to see this game against the Avalanche. We're 39-20-3, one of the best teams in the league. Let's see what EA Hockey has, the hockey analyst has to say. Where's the news? Where do I go again for news? Where's my news tab? I'm totally... Activity feed. There you go. I was missing it. Player and pick trading. Okay, what happened around the league here? What happened around the league? So there's our trade. Henrique... So Cody Ceci back to Edmonton. That's funny. A first for Frank Vetrano. Pierre-Luc Dubois, I feel you. I feel you. I know. I wish I could talk to EA directly. I feel you, my friend. Granlund to Dallas. Bukestad to the Devils. First to Utah. Joel Eriksson Ek to Boston. Wow. Rasmus Anderson to Winnipeg. Faxa to the Jets. Nicolas Roy to the Hurricanes. Bertuzzi, the Blue Jackets. Yeah, the right side of the screen never once get used. JT Comfort to Philly. Travis Boyd, TVR, okay. Let's do it. Game 1. Theodore, Kuzmenko. These are the changes that we have made. Let's see if this team can carry us to the end. And you know what? I'm even going to put in Anthony Stolarz for this big game here against the Avalanche, who are a 40-win team as well. Stolarz has been hot, so can he keep that spot? We'll see. The menus hurts my eyes and hurts my heart. I haven't tried HLM, but I would say yes. All right, let's do it in Colorado at Ball Arena. Come on, you can do it. There you go. First period, 1-1, Marner and McKinnon. Second period, 5-2. Caught me in the middle of a hiccup. Matthews, Marner, and Knies make it 4-1. Drouin on the power play, then Holmberg comes back. 5-2 Maple Leafs. 3-goal lead here in the third period. O'Connor makes it a 2-goal game. But then McMahon comes right back to restore the 3-goal lead. 6 goals on 18 shots. Let's call it a night. 6-4 the final. 4 on 42 past Stolarz. Not horrible. As we get 6 on like 20 shots against the Avalanche. We'll take it. 6-1 wins. Get back to the calendar now. Come on. Come on, calendar. There you go. Okay, let's just sim a couple of weeks and see what happens. On the road in Utah against the Utah Hockey Club. 21-33-10. We beat them narrowly. 3-2 in the shootout. Hosting the Panthers, who are 41-19 and something. We beat them 5-2. It's look how slow this simulation is. MLB The Show. Ba, 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 ba. 3-2 win against the Flames. Hosting the Avalanche in Toronto. 4-2 loss. 7-1 win at MSG. Every day is so slow. 5-3 win against the Predators. Okay, best lines in the AHL. Against the Flyers here at home. There's win number 47 with a 5-1 win. In San Jose, they're 33-33-5. We beat them 4-1. Let's try and get win number 50 with these next 2 games. LA Kings in Los Angeles. Thankfully not in Quebec. Costing us $7 million, the taxpayers. 4-3 win and a 3-2 loss. Can win number 50 come here against the Panthers? We were on a 58-win pace. Well, no, if we were in season mode, we wouldn't be able to do all these trades and all the stuff that we've done with the contracts with Nick Robertson and all that as well. 3-2 loss again. Okay, come on, one more. The Panthers wanted to win 50 as well. Blue Jackets hosting Columbus. We're 35-36-3. There it is, 4-3 win. Let me just make sure. It says Toronto, so I never know if it's the Marlies or the Maple Leafs. I want to press best lines by accident. There you go. It would have been best lines by accident. Okay, so Max Domi is back, but not fully healed, so why are you telling me? Now he's fully healed, thank you. So how's Kuzmenko done? Yes, I am on a PlayStation 5, and this is the speed we're seeing. I don't know. The patch hasn't done anything for me. 16 points in 14 games from Kuzmenko. Yes! I love that. You know what? I think I'm going to keep the second line as it's been. I can't touch the second line. It's going to be the third line that changes. So McMahon will come out for Domi. Domi will play third line with Pacioretty and Robertson. And then on the power play, Holmberg will come out for Domi. Right, yeah. NHL 25 is only like PS5 anyways. They cut off old Gen and the game gets slower. I don't get it. Okay. Wall, Stolars, okay. Bringing back to June for some reason. We're both 50-win teams. I'll take a pause here quickly, because you're at, yeah, goated console, of course. We wanted our ASMR French names. I'm not going to spend long on this. I will literally do it for 20 seconds, just for the fans, people who are asking for it. Let's go to the draft class, and then we'll get back to finishing off the season. Where am I going? Assign scout. Oh, I want to see view draft class. View draft class. There it is. You want to see French? You want to hear French Canadian names? I know. I'm sorry, Gen Z. Just gonna be quick for the fans.
Gabriel Daigle, Caleb Desnoyers, Nathan Lecomte, Justin Carpeneau, Philippe Vieilleux, Louis-Alex Tremblay, Thomas Derruisseau, Marc-Olivier Baudry, Félix Lacerte, Mathis Ouellette, Nathan Drapeau.
There you go. Just a few. Just a few for the fans. All right, let's get back to the calendar. Let's finish it off. 50 wins. We hit 50 wins, which is what you love to see. Let's get to the last game of the year, which is going to be up against the Detroit Red Wings. In Florida, also a 50-win team. We beat them 5-3. Bruised hand for Tavares. And bruised hand. Only out for a little bit, but thankfully these injuries come at the end. You got to keep them short term. So Domi will move up. Lawrence moves up again. And McMahon comes in again. Now it works for McMahon to go in. But I say replace, but you don't replace. I don't know what to tell you. Why do I press McMahon if it doesn't replace it on the format? It's still broken here in NHL 25. That would have been hard to explain. Come on, I want to see the game. Show me the game. I gotta pause the sim. And it goes so slow. All right, 3-1 win, 2-1 shootout loss. Tavares should be back for game 1 of the playoffs. Gen Z. 5-2 loss in Buffalo, who are 35-40-6. Poverty savers, I'm sorry. 3-2 win. Now here we go. The 53-22-6 Maple Leafs finish off against the 39-35-7 Red Wings, who want win number 40. Game 82, we were on a 58-win pace. Or was it 56? I think it was 58. And now here... Or no, I think it was 50... No, it was 58. Right? And now here we are trying to get win 54. Right? I already forgot. First period, whoa, 4-2. Not a great start. Matthews scores twice. Second period, 4-2 it remains. Shots 25-21 for the Red Wings. We're down by 2 here on game 82. Power play Red Wings, power play Maple Leafs, and then Red Wings. Killed off on both sides. Then 5-2 Cup. Let's call it a night. 5-3 the final. Matthews gets a hat trick in the last game of the season, but we lose 5-3 to end with an official record in our Cup or Bust run of 53-23-6. All right, let's see where that puts us here in the stats now. Stats Central. 99 points for Matthews. Couldn't hit that 100. 112 points. Where does that put us? That's second in the NHL, right behind the Oilers. Top in the division, top in the conference, but second in the NHL with a record of 53-23-6. 3.55 goals for per game, third best in the league. 2.79 goals against, which was fifth best. Very good. I guess the box scores, yeah, but still, it doesn't make sense that MLB can do it and EA can't for years. 19.1% on the power play, which was what? That's ninth or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in the league at 19.1, and penalty kill 81.1, which is close to 7th worst actually. Yikes. Okay. Point totals now. So 99 points from Austin Matthews. How many goals? 51 goals. Is it really? Is MLB funding that much better than EA Studios? And the show has thousands more games to track as well. Matthews, 99 points. No one else on this team hits point per game plus. Yeah, default roster is still Canadian Journal. Until EA puts out their new roster update and I can make my tweaks, I'm not going to bother making them yet. Marner, 78. Tavares, 35 goals and 65 points in 78 games. Riley, 65. William Nylander has a 62-point season. Ridiculous. Shea Theodore, 62 points. Glad we brought him in. Andrei Kuzmenko ended up being a great deadline addition. He scored 44 points in 62 games with the Flames and now 17 and 20 with us. Love that. Kuzmenko looks great. Matthew Knies with 57 points. Domi, 54 in 67. Pacioretty, 42. He scored like 1 goal in the last 20 games. Robertson, 38. Tanev, 29 points and a plus 35. That's crazy. 29 points from Lorentz. 26 from OEL. 24 from Holmberg, 18 from Dewar, McCabe 15, -7, Hakanpää 7 in 62, McMahon 6 in 24, and then even Timmins 3 assists in 20 games. Goaltenders, Joseph Woll goes 42, 20, and 5 with 2 shutouts, a .910 save percentage, and 2.78 goals against average, while Anthony Stolarz goes 14, 4, and 1 with a .921 save percentage and 2.44 goals against. Is Stolarz our playoff starter, perhaps, for Game 1? I wonder. Yeah, Tanev and OEL worked very well. Could Stolarz be our starter for Game 1? Now, so McKinnon ends with 78 goals. What a joke. There's no balance. 78 goals, 127 points, but 78 goals. Kucherov 120, McDavid 117... Gensel 102. So Matthews, Kaprizov, Bedard, none of these guys can hit 100 points. Draisaitl, Hughes, Rantanen, none of these guys can hit 100 points. Is there a spot to see last 5 games played? Yeah, there is. Who do you want to see? Or last 10 games played you can see. What do you want to see, Mighty Joe? For goalies, we could check that out. That's true, eh? Hold on, let's go back to Toronto. If I want to see Pacioretty, Pacioretty, I said he scored like 1 goal in his last 20 games. Let me see. If I go to Max Pacioretty and give me, I want split stats. Last 10 games, 1 goal in the last 10 games. There you go. Max Pacioretty, I was right. Now what if I go to goalies? So Joseph Woll, can I see his last 10 games? Sorry, not game logs. I want split stats. Last 10 games, so .921 save percentage for Woll in his last 10 games. Yeah, the NHL makes more revenue for sure. What about EA Studios versus San Diego Studios? And Stolarz in his last 10 starts, .926 save percentage. Interesting. That's a good metric, a good thing to be able to check now. All right, goals in the NHL. Woll finished 2nd in the league in wins. Let's say minimum 40 games played. .924 save percentage from Ottinger. McKinnon's game log. See if he had a crazy 8-goal game. Sure, I'd love to do that. Goals against average. So yeah, Ottinger's going to win the Vezina, but Woll wasn't too bad. Sorry, let's go back to the top here. Yeah, I like that. I do like that addition. Fix Wolanski. What are you doing there? Come on, guys. Come on! All right, McKinnon. Let's see his game logs. Split stats. Sorry, game logs. And you can even sort, I bet. Yeah, what was his highest scoring game of the season? All right, so Nathan McKinnon had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hat tricks on the season for Nathan McKinnon. Is that an NHL record? 9 hat tricks on the season for Nathan McKinnon. What in the world? And what? Sorry, I didn't look. What was his highest scoring game even? That's cool to check, though. I like that. His highest point scoring game of the season, a 6-point night. 3 goals, 3 assists. Yeah, Matheson's a machine. Love Matheson. One was preseason? Could it be? Oh, it says that? Oh, I didn't notice that. It says pre. Thank you. I didn't notice that. One was preseason. Yeah, Gretzky had 10, so 8 for McKinnon in the regular season. Could be Gen Z. You could be right. EA loves their hat tricks. Yeah, you're right. All right, so there's that. Defense. Sorry, that's goalies. Defense. Come on. There you go. Defense. Roman Josi, 77 points. Makar, 75. Hedman, 73. Yep, and rookies, Celebrini, 58 points, Nazar, 40. Michkov scores 33 points for playing fourth-line minutes. What a joke. You did. I'm sorry, Mackenzie. You did miss the French name ASMR, but you can go back and check it out. It was only for like 20 seconds. Rookie goldies, anybody? Dustin Wolf. Is there a Christmas special planned at all? Oh, not planned yet, but I'd be happy to do something. Sure. All right, a little sip there. All right, on to the playoffs now, ladies and gentlemen. Who's our starter, I wonder? Oh, and John Tavares is back. Great. Who is our starter? I think we're going to go Anthony Stolarz. Ladies and gentlemen, cup or bust for launch day on NHL 25. We finished the season 53 wins. Yes, 53 wins on the year. And now we enter the postseason, trying to get this team a Stanley Cup. A couple changes in the year. Andrei Kuzmenko came in. Shea Theodore came in. Leave a like for some good luck. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. To be made aware of all of our uploads here on the channel, live streams, franchise modes, breaking news and analysis in the real world of hockey, career simulations. This is the place for you for NHL 25 content. Join the Discord server, always talking NHL 25, franchise mode, fantasy sports, everything else. We'd love to have you join. My dreams of Data having a 48-team fully custom franchise mode is toast with these menu speeds. I'm sorry, Hobbsy. They are toast for now. All right. Where are we going here? So, Wall was good. Does Stolarz get game 1? Or do we roll with Wall game 1 short leash? How are we thinking? Faraz, is the game worth getting if I only play franchise mode? Tough question. I would say not yet. The menus are so bad. And we need a little bit of a patch here. We need an October patch to make things better. I would say not yet. All right, we're going Wall. The AGMs have spoken. We're going Wall. Tavares is healthy. Domi is there. There we go. So Tavares goes there. So now actually Domi. Domi will go here. And Robertson will go first power play. How about that? Domi will go here. And Robertson will go here. There we go. You've been searching for online verses for 10 minutes? No kidding. Wow. It's been a long time since I've played an online verses. All right, so in round 1, ladies and gentlemen, after winning the Eastern Conference, we will be facing... Advance a day. Come on, you can do it, game. The... Ottawa Senators. Wow, the Battle of Ontario in round 1. Toronto versus Ottawa. How about this for the Battle of Ontario in round 1 of the 2024 postseason? The Senators made it, and they got to face the 53-win Leafs. Senators went 39-29 and 14. Mark is the savior. Playoffs are here. Let's go. Hobbsy's happy. Let's check out the Senators lineup for the postseason here for Cup or Bust. Ottawa Senators, here we go for the 2025 postseason. Showtime. Props to EA, they actually have a different graphic for the playoffs. That's true as well. Their goals against per game was terrible. I didn't even notice what it was. So Kachuk, Stützle, and Giroux on the top line, excuse me. Second line, Batherson, Norris, and Perron. Third line, Grigor, Greg, and Amadio. Fourth line, McEwen, Pinto, and Hoffman. Mike Hoffman back in Ottawa. Yeah, hashtag time in now. Shabbat and Zub on the top pair. Sanderson and Bernard Docker on the second. Clevin and Matin Paolo on the third. There you go. And then for goaltenders, Allmark at an 89, backed up by Anton Forsberg. What did Linus Allmark do this season? 31, 20, and 8. 2 shutouts, 901 save percentage, 3.25 goals against average. Scratches, injuries. So Nick Jensen currently injured, and Hamonic as a healthy scratch. What kind of seasons do we see here? So Brady Tkachuk, 71-point season. Tim Stützle, 65-point season in this broken game. And Claude Giroux, 77-point season. Of course, he outscores Stützle. That makes sense. Drake Batherson had 65, Josh Norris had 60, and David Perron, 49. The Leafs have never lost against Ottawa in the playoffs. Huh. If Pinto gets buried like this in the Islanders season, we 100% have to target him. Yeah, absolutely. Tibbs, cannot figure out the chemistry system so far in 25. I was building dynasty squads in 24, man. I don't know what's up with 25. I think it just has to do with the new... I think player types are taking a new part of the equation that we don't yet understand. EA loves 901 and under, yeah. We'll keep learning about it, Tibbs. We'll keep learning. Yeah, their goals against. Where am I looking here for goals against? So they were, so let me see, goals for per game, 3rd versus 10th. Goals against, yeah, 5th versus 29th. Wow. Power play 7th versus 18th. Penalty kill, they had the better penalty kill. And team leaders, Matthews versus Giroux. Other series here we can see. Leaders, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I like it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Game 1, Round 1, Cup or Bust. Let's do it. Maple Leafs hosting the Senators. Game 1, Round 1, 2025 postseason. Let's get started. First period, 3-1 Maple Leafs early. Matthews, then Matt and Paolo ties it. Knees, and then Tanev make it 3-1. Second period, 4-1. That was 3 goals and 8 shots, I think. Now 4 on 19. Mitch Marner on the power play. 4-1 Leafs after 40. 3-goal lead here in the third period. Here in Game 1, Round 1 of our Cup or Bust. And the new Dono split? Yes. Oh, you want me to read the message now or read it after? Is it knees? Oh, I was right. Oh, thank you. Grigor makes it 4-2. 2-goal lead still now. Very good, though, being able to snag it. Yes, I agree that it can be good for the contract negotiations, but that's the only time I'm gonna use the conversations, honestly. 4-2 victory in Game 1. Shots end 31-28 for the Sens, but we not shut them out, but we close out the Sens. Wall finishes third star with 29 saves, so he made good on his start. It's nice like lies. Oh, you were chuckling. Oh, so I was right. Thank you. Nice like lies. Thank you. Matthews and Marner both have a goal and 2 assists. Are they going to finally show up in the postseason here? Come on. But names the question mark. That's all. Yes, perfect. I will. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Revenge game for Noah Gregori. Yes. All right, so there's Game 1. 4-2 win at Scotiabank Arena. Let's head into Game 2. Try to get 2-0 series lead in it. Here we go. First period. Whoa, 4-1! Allmark getting chased, I would think. Perreault opens up the scoring, but then Marner on the power play. Kuzmenko on the power play. Riley and Matthews, 4-1 Leafs after 20. Second period, 5-2. Stützle and then Pacioretty. 3-goal lead, up by 10 shots. Hold on, there's Amadio making it a 2-goal game. Sens are still in this. 2-goal game with 15 minutes to go. One more for us might ice it, though. Data take the wheel. I'm getting in there. Linus Corpusalo, Darcy. Power play Maple Leafs doesn't last long. Power play Senators killed off. 5-4 Amadio with his second. It's a 1-goal game with 3 minutes left. Tkachuk ties it. No, Hobbsy! 1 minute left. We're going to overtime. Overtime, 5-5 game. We're choking it. 5-5 game. A goal for us puts us up 2-0 in the series. A goal for Ottawa. No, power play Senators. Goal for Ottawa will tie this series at 1. Come on, I don't want to jump in too early. We'll jump in for elimination games or later on. Send the Senators! McEwen! What a colossal choke from the Maple Laughs. Come on! 6-5. Yeah, high sim is crazy. 110 goals. Yeah, then medium sim, he scores 50. Oh, what a choke. What a disgrace. What a disgrace that was. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Classic Toronto choke. It was 5-1. Was it 5-1 or was it 5-2? Either way, come on. 6-5 loss. Off to Ottawa. Where's Slim when you need him? Breaking the TV in front of all your family and friends. McEwen punched the puck in. And why is McEwen playing in overtime? All right, Game 3 in Ottawa. What? 4-0 Senators! Wall, you're finished! What in tarnation? 4-0, come on. 4-1, thank you, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Oh my goodness, 4-1. There you go, Kuzmenko on the power play. Down by 2, is not over yet. Down by 2, power play Senators. Yeah, Stolarz are starting Game 4. Leafs gonna leave and call it a day. 5-3. Wow, what a sick joke. At the Canadian Tire Center. Best lines there. Yeah, by the 39-win Senators, they're just going to destroy the 53-win Maple Leafs. No problem. Actually, you know what? When I say it, doesn't sound that crazy. Because of the Maple Leafs. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it, Tibbs. Oh, wait. Oh, can't speak. Let's make some changes. Kuzmenko's a machine. I love him. Nylander, no points, -1 in 3 games. What a joke. Okay, first up, goaltending. Stolars. Wall with an .883 save percentage. Both of them, neither of them look good. Let's go Kuzmenko, Matthews, Marner. Nyes, Domi, Nylander. Pacioretty, Tavares, Robertson, Dewar, Lorenz, Holmberg. -1, -2, -2, -1, -2, -2. Okay, the rest will stay the same. It's not just Nylander. No, it's not. But let's do that first. Down 2-1. Let's tie this series at 2, and let's not call it a day in round 1 against a wild card team. But probably will, right? Yeah, Nylander would be getting roasted right now. First period, 1-0. Thank you, Austin Matthews. Second period, no scoring. Shots are 23-15. Greg scores in the first shot of the period. 1-1 game early. But hold on, there's John Tavares on the power play. Thank you, Johnny T. Power play Toronto is short-lived. Power play Ottawa. Kuzmenko with a shorthanded goal. The deadline edition. Power play Maple Leafs killed off. 2-goal lead with 10 minutes left in the third period. All right, come on, let's survive a little bit of a scare here. 5 minutes left. Tie the series at 2. Get her done. Thank you very much. All right, Holmberg at the empty netter, and this series is tied at 2. 4-1 the final, and we're back to having some life. Sheesh. Kuznetsov, what a machine. Yeah, I'm really happy with that Kuzmenko addition. Sim to next game now. Okay. Let's make sure Stolars is starting again. Stole. Ours gonna stole. He's stolen the game. What are his numbers at now? Yeah, 921. Stole ours. Stole ours. Stole ours. Yes, sir. Come on, Leafs fan. I agree. All right, Game 5. Winner takes a 3-2 series lead. Here we go. First period, 1-0 Sens, Mike Hoffman. There he is. Second period, 1-1. Thank you. Willie Neal with his first period. Hit him with 4, Austin. Let's go. For a third period now, shots are 24-21 in our favor. Tie game, tie series. Power play Maple Leafs. Come on, Kuzmenko. Killed off by the Senators. Artem Zub makes it 2-1. Power play Leafs again. Killed off by the Senators. Halfway through the third, shots are 40-25. Come on, boys. 91 overalls. $50 million to 4 players. Final minute. 2-1 loss. And we're on the brink of elimination, down 3-2 here in round 1. Oh my goodness, the Toronto Maple Laughs. I bet the team would still do well, Tibbs, if you did that. Okay, Kuzmenko's a machine. Matthews a machine. Marner is going to have to move out because of the -3. I don't know, let's go crazy. Nylander first line. Let's go crazy. Marner second line with Domi and Nyes. No, let's bring Pacioretty up, maybe. Yeah. Nyes, Tavares, Robertson. Holmberg, Lorenz, Dewar, they can stay. +1, 0, -3, -3, -1, -2. Okay, McCabe can come up with Tanev. And Stolars continues to start. All right, that's it. I'm not going to break my head. If this team can't do it, if they have no passion, then take the L and move ahead and move on. You're telling me put Matthews, Marner, and Nylander all together? I don't know. Kuzmenko's been performing, you know? Would you rather have Marner, Nylander, Matthews on the same line, or Kuzmenko getting the increased ice time on the first line? Give me your thoughts while I get a sip here. Let them sink as a unit. Keep these lines, says Landon. Tic Tac says let them sink. Maybe Kuzmenko lowering the lineup could help. True. Yeah, I see what Tick is saying. Michael likes these lines. No, I'm not going to bring Nyes up. Nyes hasn't done anything for me. 1 goal, 1 assist. Matthews, Nylander, and Marner as a playoff death sentence as a line. Marner, 4th line. I'm getting a full spectrum of suggestions here. I'm going to keep the lines like this. And if we hop into the game because things aren't working, we're going to change up the lines. Let's do that. But this franchise has seen enough of those 3 sinking, I think. Here we go. Is there a Skylar Lucic somewhere? We can put him in the NHL? All right, here we go. First shot of the game goes in. That's great from Tavares, but then it's 2-2 after 20. What's the most ridiculous EA-generated name you've seen? That's a tough question. There's a million different ones. Some of those Gerald McMuffin, stuff like that. Second period, 4-3. Giroux makes it 3-2, but then Matthews ties it, and Marner puts us up. 4-3 Maple Leafs to push Game 7. Shots are 26-20 for the Senators. We're up by 1 with a power play early in the third. It gets killed off. 5 minutes into the period, and we hold a 1-goal lead in Game 6 in Ottawa at the Canadian Tire Centre. Can we close out this third period and push it to Game 7 of Round 1? Paging Skylar Lucic. Paging Mr. Lucic. And we hang on for the 4-3 victory. Thank you very much. Shots end 37-32. Get out. A North Korean defenseman went first overall. That's crazy. 1 goal, 2 assists. 1 goal, 1 assist. Thank you. Matthew Nyes showed up. We'll keep him in his spot. And we go to Game 7, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7 of Round 1. A tale as old as time in Toronto. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. And let's get it. Game 7 of Round 1 in our Cup or Bust NHL 25. To kick off here on launch day. Do we have a classic choke on Game 1 of launch day? Of course we're going to 7. Leafs classic. Dawson Strombolopoulos. Oh, I love that. I'm going to keep the lines as they were. And let's just continue. Are conversations different in the playoffs? No, it just says any topic. So it's going to be the same as before. On ice play. Clay. Yeah. Can I talk about your trade clause? Nothing. Predictions, Leafs don't score more than 2 goals and they lose. I agree, Tick. But let's see what happens. I think we're at our highest viewers right now, so let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Game 7 of Round 1 of our Cup or Bust NHL 25 Launch Day episode. Let's do it. Game 7 for the Toronto Maple Leafs, nothing new here. Let's close it out. Mighty Joe says Leafs win 3-1. Leave a like for some good luck if you haven't already. And let's hit it. First period, 1-0 Maple Leafs. Willie Nee opens it with the shots 17-6 after 20. Second period, 2-1 Leafs. Batherson ties it, but then Connor Dewar with 2 seconds left puts us back up. How about that for momentum headed into the intermission? Shots are 2-1 Maple Leafs. Sorry, shots are 29-17 Maple Leafs. We're up by 1 here in the third period of Game 7, but David Perron ties it pretty quick into the third. Power play Senators, that's killed off. 5 minutes in, Max Pacioretty. He's not patio ready just yet, but then Clevin ties it at 3. 3-3 game with 12 minutes to go. Shots are 32-26. Final half of the third. Power play Senators! But Andrei Kuzmenko scores as the penalty expires. With 3 minutes left, will that be the winner? Last minute, 38 seconds, Andrei Kuzmenko! The deadline pickup pushes us through to Round 2. The Toronto Maple Leafs eliminate the Senators in Game 7 of Round 1. Andrei Kuzmenko with the game-winning goal, and your Toronto Maple Leafs are through to round number 2. Klutchmenko gets it done. Crazy Game 7. First star honors for him. Nylander a goal and an assist. Yeah, what a moron that guy was. No, it was a good suggestion, Tick. It was a good suggestion, absolutely. Welcome to all 53 of you watching. We have just won round 1. Somehow, some way, by the EA gods. We've won round 1 against the Senators in a 7-game series by 1 goal. Now we're on to round 2. We were a 53-win team. We won round 1 against a wildcard 39-win team by the skin of our teeth. And now we're on to round 2. Thank you for joining us, and subscribe if you haven't already to join us for the rest of our franchise mode series, episodes, live streams, career sims, much more. This is the place for you here at NHL 25, as today is launch day. In round 2, we will be facing the Tampa Bay Lightning, who went 49-25-8. Oh boy. Alright, so in the playoffs so far, we are scoring more than them, 3.57 to 3.17. We're allowing a little bit more at 3.14 to 3. Our power play's better at 22.2 to 5. Penalty kill, 100%, so that's great. In those 7 games, we didn't allow 1 power play goal, so that's good. 12 points for Matthews, 7 points for Hedman. Matthews leads the league in playoff points. Bedard is up there too, actually. Alright, so Stats Central first. Let's see our stats after 7 games, then we'll look at the Lightning lines. So 12 points in 7 games from Austin Matthews, 5 goals and a -1. Marner 8 points and a -4. Nylander 6, Kuzmenko 4 goals, including the game winner there in Game 7, of course. Tavares 5, Nyes 5, Pacioretty 4 goals, 4 points, -5. The plus-minuses are killing me. Riley and Theodore with 4. Tanev with 3. Our 2 big additions in this cup or bust was Shea Theodore and Andrei Kuzmenko, 2 expiring contracts. Tanev, Robertson with 3. OEL, -4, don't like that. Max Domi, 1 assist. Are you serious? 87 overall, Max Domi has 1 assist and is a -5 in 7 games. Nylander, that's true, 6 points in 4 games after he had 3 straight zeros to start. Very true. Very true. And goalies, Anthony Stolarz continues to be the starter now, 3-2-1 with a .919 save percentage and 2.76 goals against average. All right, let's check out this Lightning lineup. The entire team is negative except for Matthew Nyes. Ridiculous. Yeah, Domi at 2C might have to swap with Tavares. Where am I going? Few lines. All right, let's check out this Tampa Bay squad here in 2025. Lightning, so they have Gensel, Point, and Kucherov. Kuchi, 5 points in 6 games and 120 points on the season. Braden Point, 5 points in 6 games, 111 on the season. And Jake Gensel, 3 goals, 6 points in 6 games, 102 points on the season. So that's probably the best first line right now in hockey. Second line, Hagel, Chiarelli, and Atkinson. Third line, Glendening, Paul, and Girgensons. Fourth line, Sheary, Esimont, and Bleh. Tampa Bay without Stamkos is still very weird. Yeah, it's true. Defense, Hedman and McDonough, J.J. Moser with Darren Radish, and Chernak with Perbix. They still have their 7th D potential or whatever. No, Radish had need him top 4. Okay, that's good. 300-point first line, yeah. At least Tampa Bay's big boys sim properly, unlike McDavid, etc. True. 7 points in 6 games from Victor Hedman, the captain. Andrei Vasilevsky at a 92 overall, has a .912 save percentage and 2.82 goals against average in the season. 40 wins. Mirror version of the Leafs, just a better goalie. True. 40, 18, and 8, 3 shutouts, 911 save percentage, 2.84 goals against average for Andrei Vasilevsky, backed up by Jonas Johansson. Scratches, Jesse Alonen and Steven Santini. The major return in the PK Subban trade between the Predators and Devils. Yeah, so great team here in Tampa Bay. Hagel, 4 points. Chiarelli only 1 goal. Atkinson, 6 points in 6 games. So the depth scoring doesn't seem to be there that much, some more than others. Are we moving Domi off the second line? I think so. Maybe Nylander and maybe Nyes and Tavares both come up. Would that be crazy? Would that be crazy? Pacioretty, 4 points, -5. And Marner, what's his plus-minus? 8 points, -4. Nylander has 6 points in the last 4 games. So I'm going to keep Nylander there. Let's just do that for the changes. No other changes than that. Stolarz stays a starter. I'm going to turn auto goalie rotate off as well. Go to the settings. Rules. Auto goalie rotate. Auto rotate goes off. Thank you. All right, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, game 1 of round 2 of our Cup or Bust continues now. Just making it past round 1 feels like an accomplishment. But this will be tough against the 49-25-8 Lightning. That is a crazy first line that they have. Let's do it. Game 1, round 2, 2025. First period, 2-1 Lightning. Chiarelli on the power play, then Atkinson. Makes it 2-0. Max Domi with his first goal of the entire postseason. Could it be? You could be right, Gold. And it's 2-1 after 20 for the Lightning. Second period, 3-1. Cam Atkinson again. 8 points for Atkinson. I think 6 goals in like 5 games or whatever. That's crazy. Down by 2. Shots are 30-13. Down by 2 here in the third period. Let's wake up, boys. Not done yet. Down by 2 with 12 minutes to go. Power play Lightning. Halfway through this third period, and that's going to call it right there. 4-1. Shots and 50-23. 50-23, the shots end. 0 passion in game 1. 0 passion in game 1. Let's see what game 2 has to offer. Ridiculous. Yeah, here we go. Game 2. 1-1. Leafs getting out of the first round of their version of winning the cup, so I guess we made it. Yep. All right, so Matthews on the power play. Kucherov ties it. 1-1 after 20. Second period, 1-1 after 40. Shots 21-19. That's more like it. Third period to decide. There we go. Mitch Marner makes it 2-1, but then Gensel ties it right back 44 seconds later, and Sammy Blais makes it 3-2 not long after that. 3-3, Nick Robertson on the power play. Thank you very much. 3-3 with 12 minutes to go. A couple of power plays killed there. Halfway through the third period with a tie game. Power play Maple Leafs. Killed off again. Repeat the last time they made it out of the first round incoming? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. Minute 33 to go, 40 seconds. All right. Do we hop in? We haven't hopped in all episodes. You know what? Let's hop in. We have not hopped in all episode. So we'll hop into some gameplay. Some NHL 25 gameplay. Let's see it. We were yet to see it in franchise mode. We did in the deep dive. I went in for a little bit. But let's check it out. Let's do it. A little bit of gameplay action. Let me know if the sound is too loud. I haven't messed around with the sound yet. Please let me know about the sound. Oh, there's noise coming out of my controller. Mighty Might Hockey. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming out of my controller. You hear this? Sound is fine, thank you. McDonough, Kucherov, Hedman. Goal for the Lightning puts them up 2-0, and there you go. Yay! Who was even close to point in front of the net? When we went in the deep dive, remember we scored 5 goals on 8 shots between the two teams playing?
They needed overtime, but what an effort!
James Sabalski. In overtime! Let's see that replay. That's it. Just back up from him. No one's even close. There's like one player close to the hash marks. No one's even below the hash marks near the goalie. What's with the lens flare? Can I see the play instead of having to look at this lens flare, please? Great. Yeah, nice defense. Alright, down to nothing in the series. I'm not going to break my head over this. Actually, you know what? I should. It's cup or bust. It's cup or bust. Let's get back to the drawing board here. Let's see the lines. So, down 2-0. That's not good. There's that Ice Cube. J.J. Abrams was brought in. That is an underrated joke. That's good. Alright, Kuzmenko, Matthews, Marner. Nice, Tavares, Nylander. Pacioretty, 4 points, -4. Domi, 2 points, -4. Okay, Domi, fourth line. Lorentz coming up. Pacioretty, Lorentz, Robertson, Dewar, Domi, Holmberg. Riley, let's spread out the wealth here. Theodore's going to play second pair. Riley and Tanev on the top pair. Theodore and OEL on the second pair. And McCabe and Hakanpää on the third pair. Let's do that. And goalie Stolar stays. Do we stack the first line now? I don't know. Kuzmenko came back and delivered for us. He hasn't done much in this series, in the first 2 games. What the heck. Nylander, first line. Actually, Kuzmenko can go here. Kuzmenko, Tavares, Nyes, second line. Marner, Nylander, Matthews. Sure. What the heck. Down 2-0 in the series. Let's get it. Second pair should be okay. They're both left-handed, so Doesn't really change our lives too much. All right, here we go. First period, 2-1 Lightning. Atkinson on the power play, then Kucherov. Hey, there's Kuzmenko. 3 goals in the first 5 minutes or so. First, like, 5.5. 5 minutes and 12, what was that? 42 seconds, 42 seconds? I don't know. Max Domi on the power play, 2-2. Second period ends 2-2. Shots are 25-24. Max Domi has some life, and we're tied at 2 after 40, but Gensel scores 38 seconds into the period, and we're down by 1. That's okay. They're both lefties. Theodore and OEL are both lefties. Kucherov makes it 4-2. Hold on. Nylander gives us some life. All right, come on now. 10 minutes to go, down by 1 before we get swept. Let's have a little bit of passion before we get swept. Power play goes nowhere. 5 minutes left. Top line, +5, $40 million. Nothing. All right, let's get swept in Game 4 and let's call it a day. Or actually, no, I'm going to best lines it. I'm going to best lines it, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know. Has Stolar's been that bad? 909 save percentage. Do we give it to Wall? POV or Kyle Dubas? Zero passion whatsoever. Okay. Best lines, head coach preferred lines. That scratches Nick Robertson. Okay, that's the one thing I gotta override. Come on. Bobby McMahon over Nick Robertson. Come on. POV, you're getting tired of the Leafs as a Leafs fan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Goalies. Wall, 883. Nah, he's just been too ugly. But I didn't have... How come they rotated? Huh? Okay, I did best lines, that's why. Alright, Max Domi playing second line, doesn't deserve it, but whatever. Game 4, let's get swept out of round 2 after making it through round 1. Here we go. First period, 1-1, Austin Matthews. Second period, 2-1, William Nylander. Okay, we have some life. Power play Lightning, killed off. There, Holmberg makes it scores a power play goal to make it 3-1. Is that enough to give us, to stave off the sweep? Don't worry, guys. Nick Robertson will lead the Leafs with points in the playoffs this year. Beautiful. All right, so we hold off the sweep and we win a game here in round 2. At least there's that. Tavares has the empty netter, and then Matthew Nyes gets one more. 5-1 the final. We have life. 1 down, 3 to go. Reverse sweep underway. Yeah, showing up 3 games too late, but the reverse sweep is underway. All right, game 5. Game 5. Here we go. First period, 1-0, Nick Paul. Second period, 4-2. Great. Radish, Atkinson, and Atkinson. 4-0. Then Matthews and Nylander score a couple goals in the final minute and a half. We're down 3-1, Leafs fan. Third period, down by 2. Lightning. Hold on, there's Mitch Marner. Now we're down by 1. Scoring 37 seconds into the period. 4-3 game. There's Austin Matthews tying it at 4. Hold on, we're not done yet. Power play Maple Leafs killed off by the Lightning. Halfway through the third period. Will we see overtime, or could there be a late hero on either side? Lightning to go through. Leafs to push it to game 6. Final 2 minutes. Final minute. 10 seconds, overtime. All right, let's see some more ugly Mighty Might Tim Hortons Timbits action. A goal for the Lightning puts them through with a 5-game series victory to the Eastern Conference Final. And a goal for us will push this series to Game 6 and give us a second win. Here we go at Scotiabank Arena. Leave a like for some good luck if you haven't already, and get your predictions in. Braden Point, here it comes. Chernak, Hedman, this is it. Score! Like clockwork. Like clockwork. Every shot goes by, no problem at all. These goalies are so bad. Oh, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So the cup or bust ends there, ladies and gentlemen. Finishing in Game 5 of Round 2. We made it through Round 1, but we lose in Round number 2 in this cup or bust. Didn't even touch the puck the entire overtime. Oh, man, what was that? Cup or bust? It was a bust. Cooch. Shots on 38-34. All right, we'll look at the point totals and we'll look at the award winners, then we'll call it an episode. It was a fun little challenge. It would be breaking my head to an infinite degree with these no movement clauses due to franchise mode with them. Leafs losing in 5 to a Floridian team. Yes, 85% rule still works so far, to my knowledge. Stats Central. So, let's see. Who was the biggest disgrace on this Leafs team? Matthews. What? He had 22 points in 12 games? That's crazy. Good for you, man. Marner, 13, -4. I don't know. Let's just see the plus minuses. We have, for some reason, Tavares, Knies, +8, +6. But then Kuzmenko, -8. Domi, -6. Ekman Larsson, -5. Makes no sense. 22 points from Matthews and a -3. That tells you everything you need to know. And only, how many points on the power play? Only 6 power play points out of 22. That is incredible. That's really hard to do. Nylander, 11. Tavares, 10. Riley, 9. Knies, 8 points +6. He's my MVP, maybe. Kuzmenko was clutch, but 5 goals, 6 points, -8 in 12 games. Robertson, 6. Pacioretty, 5, -4. Theodore, 5. Holmberg, 4. Domi, 3. 3 points, -6 from 87 overall. Max Domi was ridiculous. Let's continue episode 2 tomorrow? I don't know. Well, I'm definitely down for more cup or busts. Tanev, McCabe, Ekman Larsson, -5. Dewar, -4. What a joke. Goaltending, Stolarz goes 4, 4, and 3. Tough. 4 of our overtime losses came in overtime. Am I correct in saying that? But we didn't play 15 games, so I don't know why it shows. Anyways, what's appearances? Games played, yeah. 4, 4, and 3, but still, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we played 12 games, so it doesn't make sense. Anyways, they both had 904 save percentages. And Stolarz technically had a higher goals against average at 3.37. And Wall 3.02. Nashville Cup or bust? Oh, that could be fun. Do a different team. Would much rather you do a full Leafs franchise than a short-term series. Yeah, that's, if it comes one day in a poll, it'll get there. But in the most recent poll, the Leafs were there. And the Islanders are the ones that are winning right now. But it's not over yet. And speaking of polls, make sure you get your votes in for the Data 72 Hall of Fame. I'll put the link in the description after the stream, and that's also going to be... actually, no, I'll put it in a pinned comment, and then I'll also make sure that it's... Yeah, it's in the Discord server, of course it is, yeah. San Jose Cup or bust, that would be tough. Because you don't want to trade all the assets either. Okay, let's sim to draft, and we'll call it there. Chicago and Minnesota in the Western Conference there. Sure. I know Hobbsy wants the Senators. Lightning win the Cup, so at least we lost the Stanley Cup champions. And the salary cap goes up $5.5 million, I think. I haven't announced it officially yet, but it looks like the Islanders are winning the poll for who's going to be our first franchise mode series in NHL 25. Now, where are the awards? Where am I going? What am I doing wrong? Progress reports, draft class, draft board, player search, contracts, free agents. Where are the awards? Maybe in Stats... Oh, they're in Stats Central. There you go. Great. So, Lightning win the Cup. It was the Wild and the Lightning in the Cup final, really. McKinnon, Art Ross, Hart, of course, Hedman, James Norris, Lady Byng, Celebrini, Calder, Kucherov, Conn Smythe, Vezina, Markstrom. There you go. So, yeah, Markstrom gets a Vezina, not Ottinger, as Gen Z thought. Jennings to Skinner. Yeah. Ruda, Bill Masterton. Coach of the Senators. There you go. Gets Jack Adams. Selke to Crosby. Ted Lindsay to McKinnon. Morris Richard to McKinnon. So, yeah, we lost to the Lightning, who then swept the Hurricanes, and then beat the Wild in 5. Yeah, that's wild. All right, so I think that about does it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Cup or Bust here on NHL 25 launch day. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like and leave your thoughts on what you want to see next, what kind of challenge you want to see next, and what kind of Cup or Bust you want to see next. Not only Cup or Bust, but what in general do you want to see next? Franchise mode, fantasy draft challenge, whatever it might be. And of course, once the rosters get fixed, yes, I've won like 4 Jack Adams across like 5 NHL games of like over 100 seasons, so it's not easy. So yeah, as soon as the EA roster comes out, I'll be putting out the roster overview, number 1, the how to update your rosters to make them salary cap compliant, number 2, and then number 3, we're going to get started on our franchise mode series. The live one as well as the episode one. So there's going to be a couple that will get started very soon. So a lot is coming your way in October. Subscribe to not miss out on any of it. Thanks for being here for NHL 25 launch day. Much love to everybody. Huge love for the donations and the community coming together and just sharing everything. brings joy to my soul. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of what makes this so great. We'll talk soon. I can't tell you exactly when the next live stream will be, but keep an eye out. Subscribe, hit that bell for when we do, and it'll be coming your way in the very near future as we get deeper into NHL 25. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Thank you, Walter. Yeah, God bless. Much love, and we'll talk soon. And I think that does it. Very good. Night, everybody. Have a great weekend, and rest up.